I rank where the view is nothing less than phenomenal. For how I express and project from my abdominal. The only view better, both my daddy and my mama know. No living parents, my sons give me balance. My wife is my serenity, this mic is my identity. The world is foul enough, that's why I write without obscenities. Provoking danger with broken language and spoken anguish. Begging to get hurt, why would you ask to go through changes? Yes, Lord, life's a chessboard, master the angles. Control the tempo, be the one who holds the info. Acknowledge is just as deadly as machete swings. When spoken, the truth is as potent as that Medellin. While others swear the style is free, I just let it ring. Our time is undervalued, soldiers make us better kings. My family's on my shoulder, reaching after better things. Today I take the shot, for them I'd rather set the screen.
My mama told me follow my dreams. My daddy told me get it by any means. Stand tall, make him bow to a king. But I've evolved, you can see the resolve. Look in my eyes when you speaking to God.
Life and for those who we caught up in using what I was taught with the muse. I guess they call it proving I'm more than an artist. Penciling out my darkest while stenciling out a harvest. And storing what gets me from A to B just like garages. Instrumental with collages. Envision what I've been drawing. Broadway to give you rhythm like the great Lena Horne. So bent on, found comfort in the storm. Find peace and on when you see them others perform. Organized chaos, I'll cast it like hey ya.
Yo, what's good, party people in the place to be? Welcome to the Knicks Morning Drive. It's your man, Uncle Freezy. What's good? What's good? What's good? How y'all doing out there? It's good to see y'all. Man, there's a few things I want to talk to y'all about this morning. Seems like I say that every day. Seems like I say that every day, right? Let me pull this thing up here real quick, so that we can speak to certain points that I want to get to. Where is it? Where is it? Teams. I'm looking for teams. I'm looking for Knicks. There we go. There we go. And I am looking for roster. There we go. Because what I wanted to speak to is this. What I want to speak to is this. First of all, let me first talk to y'all about how I am wrong about Kimber Walker. Right? Let me first speak to how I am wrong about Kimber Walker. Right? And I'm not just wrong about Kimber Walker. I believe I'm way wrong about Kimber Walker, y'all. I think I'm way wrong about Kimber in a way that you're way wrong, like thinking Jersey is just like New York. Right? Let me admit that I'm way wrong about Kimber Walker, like people are way wrong when they say Connecticut got the best pizza. That's wrong. Right? Subliminal 209, what's good? Black University, what's good? So I'm going to be a G about it, y'all. I'm going to be straight up with y'all. I'm going to be straight up and down with y'all like 6 o'clock. Right? So it's wrong of us to draw conclusions about a player after a small sample size of games. It's wrong for us to draw conclusions about guys about players when they don't get minutes, when they don't get touches. It's wrong for us to draw conclusions about guys when we know they rusty. Right? So let me be the first to admit that I'm wrong about Kimber. Right? Let me first be the first to admit I'm wrong about Kimber Walker. Right? I'm wrong about Kimber, and I'll admit it. The thing is, and I'm not going to backtrack, but I'm going to tell you why I was wrong and what makes me believe, or what opened my eyes. Okay? And so I know you guys want to talk about the upcoming Toronto Raptors game and blah, 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 and the Knicks are 5-1. Bing bong, Tom Brady. I know y'all want to talk about all of that. I dig it. I dig it. Me too. Me too. Me too. I want to talk about that stuff too. Right. But first, let me be the first to admit that I'm wrong about Kimber. Right. And listen, y'all know me. I research this stuff, man. I don't just show up out the blue with random stuff, man. When I have a take or thought about something, it's because I studied this thing. I watched others. I listened to others do their stuff on these topics. I take in data and then I formulate my own opinion. Yes, I listen to others. I listen to others. I do a lot of things, man. I listen to others. I watch other shows, man. One I really like, and y'all know this, and y'all know how I feel about Knicks Film School. Y'all know how I feel about John Macri, right? Y'all know how I feel about Mac. He reminds me of Little Mac from this video game I used to play when I was young called Mike Tyson Punch Out. I hope he ain't watching this. I hope he ain't watching this, man. But so I don't seek advice from Macri, but I listen to him. I read his stuff. Right? Steph Don, what's good? What's good, Steph Don? So I listen to and read a lot of stuff from Knicks Film School. I like Macri, man. I like Macri. I think he's fair and balanced. But this is not a Knicks Film School editorial. This is just me saying there are people that I actually read and listen to. And then there are others I stay away from because, you know how it is. You gotta read some and stay away from others. Right? So anyway, the thing with Kimber is all the signs were pointing in a direction. You heard it. Oh, Kimber knees. Kimber's knees, Kimber's knees, Kimber's knees. You heard Kimber's knees. You heard it. Oh, Father Time, Father Time, Father Time. He's not really a facilitator. Yeah, y'all know what I'm talking about. Don't act like y'all hadn't heard these things before, because y'all have. Y'all heard the same things that I heard, right? But y'all didn't formulate the same opinion as Uncle Freezy. Uncle Freezy formulated an opinion based on things that he heard and saw, right? So let me read something to you from Kimber Walker. Thank you, ESPN, for playing in my ear. So first of all, Kimber Walker is averaging 27.7 minutes a game. What? 27.7 minutes per game. It's a lot. It's a lot. It's a lot. And I'll tell you why it's a lot in a few seconds. Secondly, and most importantly, a dude that shot 36% for his career from three. And listen to what I'm about to say, because I said the same thing last year. And y'all didn't listen to me. Y'all didn't feel me. And I was right. I was right about it. Feel me now. Listen to me. Right this moment. At this moment, Kimber Walker is shooting 58% from three. Bam! Right? Kimber Walker is shooting 58% from three. Kimber Walker is shooting 58% from three and playing 28 minutes a game. Those numbers are incredible to me. Those numbers are incredible to me. And I know Knicks fans are not easily impressed. I know Knicks fans are not easily impressed. I know y'all. Knicks fans will be like, what else can he do? Can he pull a rabbit out of a hat? I know Knicks fans are harsh. I'm a Knicks fan. Trust. It takes one to know one. Trust me. It takes one to know one. So I'm apologizing to Kimber. Right? Because all the arrows were pointing in a direction that Kimber Walker had one foot in the grave and the other one on a banana peel. Oh, Uncle Freezy, his knees. He's too small. He can't facilitate. His body can't hold up, Uncle Freezy. He was the third wheel in Boston. Charlotte got rid of him for a reason. Michael Jordan didn't pay him. It's a lot of stuff. It's a lot of stuff. Right? There's a lot of stuff going on. Right? Kimber had to get a plasma treatment for his knees to regenerate, and Hey, Uncle Freezy, you know Kimber wasn't ever a great shooter from three. You know Kimber Walker has never been really efficient. And I listened to all these things because they made sense. They made sense. But Uncle Freezy is a researcher also. And I don't know why I keep referring to Uncle Freezy in first person, but I'll go with it. Whatever. I could have said I or me, but whatever. We'll go with it. I'll correct that later on. This Kimber Walker thing, in my opinion, is a key contributor to this team winning 55 plus games. That's right. You heard me. And I know y'all out there like, don't jinx it, Uncle Freezy. What are y'all scared of? Y'all New Yorkers, right? Tighten up. Don't jinx it, Uncle Freezy. Kimber Walker is a key contributor to this team winning 55 games. And I'm not going to say you heard it here first, even though I want to. But what I will say is this. Tom Thibodeau has the golden touch. Now, here's my Tom Thibodeau part of this. Here's my Tom Thibodeau part of this, right? I'm going to say this. If we make it through these next 4 games with 8 wins, I'm going to start calling him Saint Tibbs. Because only a miracle worker can take this team to an 8-2 record through these first 10 games. If Tibbs makes this, if these Knicks go 8-2 or better, through these next 4 games, St. Tibbs it is. St. Tibbs. And mind you, I know the team is already 5-1. I know this. I know this. But Tibbs is taking a cat that is shooting 36, or right at 36% for his career from 3, and turned him into a 58% 3-point shooter. Right? I know what y'all want to say. It's only 6 games, Uncle Freezy. It's only 6 games. Why do you always jump to conclusions? Why do you blase, 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 Uncle Freezy, blase, blase, blase? You know why I say that? You know why I say that? Because Tom Thibodeau took a dude named Derrick Rose, who historically shot 32% for his career, and turned him into a 3 3-point shooter. Hey, we got another new member. Jalbino 59 became a team member. Hey, congratulations to the members, man. We got a new team member, y'all. We got another member of the posse. We got another member of the crew to hang out with us, like with these side perks. How'd y'all like the video, the private videos that I made for y'all this morning? It was a little rushed. It was a little rushed. I ain't gonna lie to you. I was a little nervous because I'm not used to making videos for like a small group or whatever. Hey, Ghetto Intellect is a member. Look at this. Ghetto Intellect is a member. Congrats to the team, y'all. We got the posse is growing. Look at that. Hey, look at that. How'd y'all like the video I made? I ain't gonna lie to you. I made a video this morning. I was a little nervous, right? And I was like, why am I nervous doing a video for like a handful of people? And I do live streams to thousands of people every day. I don't know. I don't know why that was, but it is what it is. And shout out to Brooklyn Buddha. Brooklyn Buddha, what's good? But let me get back on track. I'm gonna get back on track, right? I'm gonna get back on track, right? Where was I? Okay. So we were talking about Kimber Walker, right? And how Kimber Walker got to New York, and all of a sudden, you see a new thing out of Kimber, right? Right? And I mentioned last year to Free Keith. Free Keith argued me down. And Free Keith was as wrong as gas station pizza, and he wouldn't admit it. I'm not going to call him out, right? I'm not calling him out because I say believe it, stay convicted in your beliefs, right? But he was wrong. I said Tibbs made these guys better 3-point shooters, not by shooting form, but by the 3-point shots that they take. Be selective, but be aggressive, right? Be selective, but be aggressive, right? Be selective, but be aggressive, right? And the reason why I say that, the reason why I say the thing about Kimber is not because Kimber is returning to form on his own, but he's allowing himself to be coached at his age, right? Tibbs is saying, hey, Kimber, we want you to do this certain thing. And Kimber is doing that certain thing, right? And Kimber is having a small renaissance, right? And listen, y'all don't know Kimber Walker as a 3-point shooter. Don't sit there and tell that lie to others or yourself. Don't do that. Don't lie to yourself or others. Say, oh yeah, Kimber Walker was like Steph Curry in Charlotte. That's a lie. That's a lie. Come on, man. Be real. Be real. Right? Right? Be real. Right? So the deal with Kimber and Tibbs is clearly this coaching staff, and I'm not saying that others didn't. I'm not saying that others didn't. What I'm saying is this coaching staff pointed out what they wanted, right? They pointed out what they wanted from Kimber, what they feel like is best for him and the team, and they're getting the desired results. Kimber Walker is shooting 58% from three. And I know y'all are looking at the stats now. It's like, nah, bruh, it's 57.9. Okay. 57.9, 58, whatever. I ain't going to argue. I'll let you have it. Right? But guess who else is shooting a high number from three? Derrick Rose. When in your life would you have ever guessed Derrick Rose would be shooting 54% from three? Ever? Derrick Rose is shooting 54% from three at this very moment. 54.2% from three. When would you have guessed the all-world talent that Derrick Rose was at one point would be shooting 54% from three? These guys on other teams where Derrick Rose was a 32.9, 33% three-point shooter. The last time he was in New York, remember, this is his second time in New York. The last time he was in New York, he wouldn't even shoot threes. Remember that? We're like, D-Rose, you wide open. Shoot the three. Right? And listen, I'm going to apologize to Derrick Rose also. Because during the offseason, I was like, I can take him or leave him. Those were my words. I said, yes, Uncle Freezy said, I can take him or leave him. If he signed with the Lakers, so what? Yes, I wanted Melo. That's right. So what? I wanted Carmelo Anthony back. Right? I wanted Carmelo Anthony back. So what? Right? I wanted Carmelo. I felt like having him here will help get us over the hump. I'm not perfect. I wanted Melo. He chose the Lakers over the Knicks. Now I feel some type of way about Melo. So G-Man for Life says, we're going to create the Big Green Committee, LOL. Oh, yeah, you talking about the members. Yeah, you talking about the members. Yeah, that's right. That's right. Ghetto Intellect says, Melo would never fit with this team. I want to save that conversation for another day, right? I want to save that conversation because right now I want to give somebody their flowers, right? I want to give somebody their flowers, and I don't think it's who y'all think I'm talking about. Because I apologize to Kimber, right? I'm about to call Thibodeau a saint if he meets the saint criteria. If he works a miracle, another one. I brought up Derrick Rose shooting 54% from three. Think about this. One point guard is shooting 58% from three, and the other point guard is shooting 54% from three. What in the name of Fred and Barney is going on? What in the name of Abbott and Costello is happening out here? What in the name of Sam and Dave? What in the name of Yarborough and Peoples is going on out here? The Knicks have point guards that after 6 games are shooting in the mid-50s from 3. What in the name? Cheese and crackers. We have point guards shooting in the 50s from 3 after 6 games. Are they shooting a high volume of threes? No. But clearly they're shooting the correct threes. Right? Clearly they're shooting the correct threes. They're shooting the right threes. And I know y'all are saying like, Brooklyn Boot is like, what in the name of McFadden Whitehead? Ain't no stopping us now. Hey, Stafford Don said, proud of our point guards. Yes, proud of our point guards, man. Derrick Rose in 21 and a half minutes a game is averaging 3 assists. He has a 2-to-1 assist to turnover ratio. How are we not proud of the point guard position after 6 games? I'm not saying that y'all are not. I'm not saying that y'all are not proud of the point guard position. But in our conversations, I hear more of every other narrative than I hear about our veteran point guards having a high combined assist total and being lights out from 3 and guiding this team to 5-1. That's how you extend careers. Adjust your game to your physical abilities. That's what I was just getting ready to get at. Not that these guys were not coachable in other places or the coaches that they had did not tap into their potential. But the fact that these guys come in and fit into a system. These guys come in and fit into a system. And yes, I said system. Right? System. Now, with that said, I want to move on to something else. The reason why I brought this up is because often, if it's not it in a dead ball situation, often I see the young coach talking to the guards, right? I see him talking to the guards. Mostly Kimber, mostly Fournier, mostly RJ, some Derrick Rose, too. Y'all, what's the young coach name? What's the young guy name? The short dude. Y'all know who I'm talking about. What's the young dude name? Don't make me look up the Knicks coaching staff, y'all. I don't want to look up the Knicks coaching staff. Don't make me look up the coaching. What's the? Geez, y'all gonna make me look up the coaching staff. I can't shout at the chat because y'all making me do too much work. Knicks coaching staff 2021. There you go. Okay, there we go. Johnny Bryant. I see this cat, Johnny Bryant, talking to them and pointing all the time, like he did Dennis Smith Jr. last year. Every time Dennis Smith Jr. came towards the sideline, Johnny Bryant was like, hey, blah, 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 boom, 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 whatever, do, such and such. Turn this corner, look for this. If this happens, make sure you change it, body position it. You look this way, you read this. Let the game dictate your next move. Johnny Bryant. Johnny Bryant, that's him. Every time I saw him, and I thought it was coach speak, right? I thought, no lie. I see Johnny Bryant and I'm thinking like, yeah, he doing the hand clap, whatever, the coach speak. Good job, team. Rah, rah, rah. Nah. Clearly, this kid, Johnny Bryant, is teaching our guards something. Is it Tibbs told him what to do and he does it? Or is it this kid, Johnny Bryant, is a, what do you call it when somebody's young and a genius? What do you call it when somebody's young, like Beethoven? Y'all remember Beethoven? Is Johnny Bryant like that? Hey, Miss Mocha, what do you call a young genius? Prodigy. Is Johnny Bryant a prodigy? Chat, help us figure this out, chat. Is Johnny Bryant a prodigy? Right. Robert Parr, right, exactly, a prodigy. Is Johnny Bryant a prodigy? We have to ask this question because we had a ton of assistant coaches before Johnny Bryant, and they ain't did diddly poo. They ain't did squat. Y'all know him. Y'all remember Kurt Rambis was here. Kurt Rambis ain't did nothing. Y'all remember Keith Smart was here. Keith Smart ain't did nothing. But Johnny Bryant is here talking to these guards, and all of a sudden, the point guard position has two players shooting over 50% from three. Bro. Right, C-Mac. C-Mac, you right. Right? Bodega Wi-Fi says, I would say yes because he got hired as associate head coach over Thibodeau regular staff. Right. Good point, Bodega. Good point. I'm with you. That's one of the things that it gets glossed over because Johnny Bryant doesn't have a jump shot and he's not always talking in press conferences. So when it comes to like these assistant coaches, you really can't figure out who and what, and things that happen and you just don't, you know what I'm saying? So Bodega, you right. Bodega is right about that. Right? But what I don't want to do though is give all the credit to Johnny Bryant unless he deserves it. Thank you. Unless he deserves it. So White Falcon says RPGs are the go-to guys. Options. Oh, geez, come on. Training for PG-13, really? What do we need Paul George for, bro? Paul George's team ain't 5-1. Oh, you know what? Hey, let me speak to this then. All right, G-Man, stop being so fussy. Okay. All right, let me mention this thing then. All right, G-Man. G-Man, stop fussing this morning, bro. Let me get this. I just wanted to get this point out. I wanted to get this Knicks basketball point out, right? Let me do this. Let me do this. I'm looking for. All right, so I'm finding the link right now, and I'm gonna speak to it, okay? Because if not, I think G-Man is gonna send me a murdergram. So I put a link in the chat for those that are interested in getting perks for membership to Blorange Tears. So Blorange Tears now has a membership program. It's available to a lot of YouTube channels or whatever, blah, blah, blah. But if you want to become a member and get access to certain items to the channel that won't be made public until a certain time, become a member. And this includes emojis that I'm working on. G-Man for Life and myself worked on the emojis a couple of Sundays ago, and it didn't come out right. So we trying to make them flyer. We trying to make them fly. We trying to make dope emojis, right? But you'll have access to members only live streams, right? So we'll do some live streams will be members only, right? And you'll have access to those. You'll get access to members only videos like the one I sent this morning. You know, it was I would rate it a D+ video, but however it goes, you'll get access to it, right? You'll get to contribute to ideas and things from us. We'll get to hang out on social media, right? The social media part of it is one thing that I'm working on too, where if you become a suite level member, I'll follow you on your social medias and share your stuff and in turn have you check out the stuff from Blorange Tears also. So it's nosebleed section, but at least you in the building. Nosebleed section, something other section, I forget. And suite, I forget what the middle one is, man. I'm sorry. Right? So become a member today to get these perks, man. Because we're gonna do members only live streams at some point, where I just totally get ideas from y'all. Whether a game will be on or not, I'll just, you know what I'm saying, we'll do like freezy time in there. And you know what I'm saying? We'll do like a freezy time where y'all come in and we can like brainstorm on stuff. Y'all let me know what y'all want. I tell you, the logistics of it, like why we can and can't do it, what timelines would look like, all types of stuff. There's all kinds of stuff, right? I think the prices are $2.99, $5.99, and $19.99. The $19.99 one, you're gonna get a lot of stuff. You are gonna get a lot of stuff for $19.99. I don't know if I have it listed there or not, but you are gonna get a lot of stuff. It's bang for your buck. Right. So like G-Man says, you'll see the join button on your screen. Click on it, and it'll take you to options where you can you know, do what you like. And the other thing about membership too is you get priority chat. Like, when you become a member, you know what I'm saying? I'm prompted to click on your stuff ahead of everybody else just because you're a member. It's what YouTube tell me to do. Not that everybody else is not important, because I love all y'all. We gonna rock regardless, right? But back to Johnny Bryant. So does Johnny Bryant deserve more credit for this 5-1 start? This number 2 ranked offense in the NBA? Does Johnny Bryant deserve more credit to this offensive renaissance that's happening with the Knicks? The Knicks have the number 2 scoring offense in the NBA. The Knicks have the 5th highest field goal percentage in the NBA. Last season, I was in the same position through 6 games, and every other sentence out of my mouth was, Elfrid Payton can't shoot. Y'all remember this? Because we got to a point after about 30 games, I promised y'all I would no longer say Elfrid Payton can't shoot. Remember that? That was a punchline with us. I opened the show with Elfrid Payton can't shoot, Elfrid Payton can't shoot, Elfrid Payton can't shoot. Right? I can't open these shows today with Kimber Walker can't shoot. Can't open the show with Derrick Rose can't shoot, baby. Can't open the show. Can't open the show with RJ Barrett can't shoot. Right? So let's move on to RJ Barrett. Right? Let's move on to RJ Barrett. And I know y'all got a lot to say, and I'm here for it. Right? Yo, you remember that? Hey, you remember that? Sid Mears, you remember that? Every time Elfrid Payton shoots a jump shot, a broken backboard gets his wings. You remember that? I used to say that every show. Every show, every time Elfrid Payton shoots a jump shot, a broken backboard gets his wings. I used to say that every show. DDS says, is Johnny Bryant being groomed by Tibbs to be his successor? That is an interesting question. And I wanted to get to that. You got sometimes Sometimes y'all read my mind. Sometimes y'all move ahead so quickly that I can't really hide the points. I want it to be a narrative for this show, not a narrative for the Knicks universe, not a narrative for the Knicks universe. You know what I mean? But a narrative for the show. You got to have a narrative that you keep, keep everybody on track, right? You want to keep a narrative where everybody stays on track and the questions are all in that vein so that we'll all be on one page so that we can have interesting questions answered. You feel me? Right? So the thing is this. I think Tibbs is gonna coach out this contract. Right? Tibbs is gonna coach out this contract, in my opinion. I think he's got 5 years? 5 years. It's gonna be something weird. Like maybe Tibbs will coach this season and 2 more seasons and then move into the front office. Maybe Scott Perry may go somewhere else, or somebody in a position of authority will go somewhere else, and Tibbs will slide into that. Right? Maybe so. But Johnny Bryant is definitely, in my opinion, a sharp young assistant. And the sharp young assistants, the other sharp young assistants around the league, they got jobs this offseason. They got Wes Unseld Jr., he got the job in DC. Jamal Mosley, he got the job in Orlando. The Boston coach, he got the job in Boston. Chauncey Billups, he wasn't an assistant, but he's still a sharp young mind. He got the job in Portland, right? Johnny Bryant, he's like, nah, I'm good. I'm good right here where I'm at. I'm good. And Pudge Nice and I agree a lot, right? And on this room right here, I think I agree with Pudge Nice with this one too. Pudge Nice says, Johnny got our guards playing great. He's always talking to RJ, right? And what it seems to me, and I'm looking from a million miles away. I'm a million miles away, not really a million miles away. It's like a figure of speech. But it seems to me that he's telling RJ Barrett to always be aggressive and attack the defense. Right. Nah, bro, but I will be at the Charlotte game. So I think it's gonna be Staffordon, myself, Uncle Fulio, Jay Boogie, Rob the Nick, and family, and others. And listen, so we have one more ticket in the suite that we're gonna be kicking it in. Do you want to come hang out with Uncle Freezy and Uncle Fulio and Staffordon in Charlotte, North Carolina, to watch our New York Knicks destroy the Charlotte Bobcats? Or what are they? Charlotte Pelicans, Charlotte Hornets, whatever. We have one more ticket. We have one more place in the suite. Right? Hey, Savage NYC. So y'all keep asking me about Hoodie Cab. Bro, Hoodie Cab is on the run. I don't know. Hoodie Cab is on the lam. I mean, I don't know. He don't answer our phone calls or none of that stuff. I mean, he on the run. I don't know what to tell y'all. Just Google Kevin Wright, North Carolina, and see if you can find him. I don't know. Because if y'all find him, that'll help us. Because we have no idea. It just seemed like he fell off the face of the earth. For us, too. We don't know where he is. I don't know if he mad at us or if something happened to him. I don't know if he in a coma. I don't know if he stopped in a Krispy Kreme somewhere. I don't know. Y'all know me. I be straight up and down with y'all like 6 o'clock all the time. I don't know. I don't know what's going on with Hoodie Cab, bro. I just don't know. I don't know. Y'all want to find, man, if y'all got info about Hoodie Cab and I don't know, y'all let me know. Because the thing about me is if I knew something concrete, I would have shared it already. My one character flaw, I have several character flaws. Let me stop saying that. So I have one of my character flaws is I'm transparent. And everybody don't like it, but it's how I am. South Brooklyn said, hey, Hoodie Cab is in a Wendy's drive-thru in line, mad, cussing. That's probably what he Hoodie Cab probably in a Wendy's drive-thru somewhere mad because he can't get his salad. Yeah, man. But if y'all know something about Hoodie Cab, I'm gonna say this, and then I'm gonna get back to Johnny Bryant. But if y'all know something, man, y'all look him up. Look him up. Y'all can find Uncle Freezy. Y'all cats be killing me. A dude DM me and was like, yo, I think I found a tape of you. You lost to a dude one time. Bro, I lost to a lot of dudes. Boxing, nobody's gonna be perfect in boxing, bro. I guess he was trying to shame me. He was like, you lost. So what? I lost to a lot of dudes. I beat a lot of dudes. Dude, I did it for a long time. So what? Eric Suriel, what's good? Salute to the chat. Salute to everybody in the chat, man. And yo, it's one of them things, man. I got a lot of stuff going on this morning. So if I didn't shout you out, you know what I'm saying? It's not because something going on, man. It's just I shot a video this morning trying to get the membership thing up and going. Had the giant Johnny Bryant thing on my mind, and I didn't want to reveal it to you straight out the box. I had to kind of build towards it. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, man. So shout out to the chat. Shout out to everybody, man. Y'all make sure y'all, for those that like stuff behind the scenes, like behind the scenes stuff, this membership thing is for you, right? Because you get access to you get access to Uncle Freezy and all the stuff. You know what I'm saying? You know. Yeah, man. So there was a link. Just consider it. You know what I'm saying? Let's talk about the Toronto Raptors. Right? So I want to talk to y'all about the Toronto Raptors. Let me go back here to let's talk about the Toronto Raptors. The Toronto Raptors are 4-3, right? They are a game and a half back behind us. They're 2-3 at home and 2-0 on the road, right? They're averaging 103.7 points per game, and they're giving up 99.7 points per game. Their plus minus is 4-0. The Toronto Raptors are hot right now. They've won 3 in a row. They've won 3 in a row. Right? Let me go back to their page. I'm sorry. So they have impressive wins and losses, right? They have impressive wins and losses. They beat the Celtics. They lost to the Mavericks. They lost to the Bulls. They lost to the Wizards. They beat the Pacers, the Magic, and the Pacers, and 2 out of 3 games, or 3 games in a row. They Pacers, Magic, Pacers. Toronto was in 3rd place in the Atlantic Division, ahead of Brooklyn, ahead of Boston, right? The Raptors have, where is it? I wanted to speak to a certain thing. The Raptors starting 5 is usually Fred VanVleet, Gary Trent, OG Anunoby, Pascal Siakam, and Precious Achiuwa, right? Pascal Siakam is out. And Toronto has a rookie named Scotty Barnes. He is the 6'7" combo forward out of Florida State. Their rookie is averaging 18 points and 9 rebounds right now. This kid looks to be for real. This kid looks to be for real. Staffordon says, who did Toronto play on the road? Let me go back. So they played at the Pacers and won, and at the Celtics and won. Right? But let me get back to this kid, Scotty Barnes, because this is worth a conversation. This is worth a conversation, y'all. So first, let me do this. I need some help. All right, so I put the link in the chat. Right. Right. This kid, Scotty Barnes, looks to be the real deal. This kid, Scotty Barnes, looks to be the real deal. Right? So Scotty Barnes is averaging 18 and 9 through 7 games. Right? Where is he? Scotty Barnes. Scotty Barnes. Let me pull up his numbers. I want to highlight who I think their best player is. And right now, I think he's their best player. Scotty Barnes is shooting 55% from the floor, 22% from 3, and 71% from the free throw line. He's averaging 9 rebounds, 2 assists, and whatever. OG Anunoby, who I've liked for a long time, is averaging 18 points per game. He's shooting 39% from the floor, 36% from three, averaging 3 assists, 6 rebounds, and about 2 steals. I think this combination of forwards will become a problem for us. This does not look like a great matchup for RJ Barrett. Yo, your background look different? You switch stuff around? You good? Okay, all right.
The YouTube off.
Okay. Hey, there he is. G-Man. What's good? How you doing, man?
What's good, brother? I hear you. No, first of all, let me get this this TV out of my view here. That's number one. So I hear you have some questions for you, but before I get to that, let me go ahead and acknowledge the people that's up in the family right now. You know what I'm saying? Thank you for all those that have. Hold on, I can't do that either. So let me do this. Hold on one second. Let me do that. That's better. Okay. So there are some of us that are questioning, how do we become a member of the green team? And that's what I'm gonna call it right now. I just coined that phrase, right? The green team. So first and foremost, this is not something that you are mandated to do, but if you want to be a part of something that's about to take off into the stratosphere, go ahead and get your membership. There are different levels to it. So a couple bucks a month don't cost you much, but you are now privy to those things that the rest of the public is not at the time of the day or not. Okay, so that's first and foremost. But as I always do, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, and Freezy, I'm feeling a certain kind of way right now because usually you bring me in the building. You know what I'm saying? But it's okay. I know you're a busy man. It's Monday morning and things like that happen on Monday. You know what I'm saying? So what we're talking about right now, ladies and gentlemen, is
practice.
See, here we go, practice. So the Knicks are in an unprecedented position right now to where we're talking about, normally we'll be talking about what Randall did wrong. Or we'll be talking about why Mitch is not on the floor. Or
why OB ain't producing in the minutes he gets.
Exactly.
We don't want to talk about that, bro.
We ain't talking about none of that right now.
Right. That ain't the narrative we want to talk about on this show. Maybe on others.
Irrelevant. That's all irrelevant right now, because if the worst thing we have to discuss right now is why before the third game in the season, Kimber couldn't score. So now that's not a narrative anymore, because the last 2 games, Kimber scored almost 20 points in both games at his position. So that narrative is going off the table. So what do we do next as Knicks fans? We say, well, why is Randall not scoring? Because he didn't have to. Because now what we have is balanced scoring up and down the roster. If Kimber and 48 both get almost 20 points and RJ Barrett scores 35, why do you need Julius Randle to go out and score 35? And put wear and tear on his body? Why? Rose is bringing you the bench. Let's just say this. The bench is bringing you 20 plus a night. Where else does that happen in the NBA? I'll wait. Somebody tell me. I'll wait. Tell me another team where the bench gets you 20 plus a night. I'll wait.
Right.
I'll wait for y'all to go ahead and hit your Google search engine up and then come back and tell me who that team is consistently. I'm not talking about these anomalies to where they can go out there and somebody gets hot. I'm talking about consistently. Let's be real for a minute. So if we're gonna be real, if you're gonna be real with the criticisms, be real to be able to defend those criticisms. Because I'm telling you right now, the kid gloves are off, ladies and gentlemen.
Right.
This is grown folk time right now, right? This is the time where you tell your kids, "Hey, grown folk talking, go over there and play with your extra sketch or whatever it is you got going on with it." I'm dating myself. Let's see. Go over there. Go in there and play with your iPad. You know what I'm saying? Look, listen. I'm telling you right now, Freezy. There is nothing on this team I would change today. Nothing.
Really?
Nothing.
Really?
Nothing.
Okay.
And
I don't think you're being honest, bro.
I am, because I'm gonna tell you this. There's a certain thing when you are in a situation and you are forced to go through things together, that builds that common bond. What's good? And those type of experiences, you can't get a trainer to come out and train you to come out of that on a positive side, because you don't know how individuals are going to react to different stressful type situations, right? So I'm gonna paint a picture for you, right? Freezy and I both served in the military, as well as Soulfinger, right?
Soulfinger, yeah.
But we have never served together. But I promise you right now, if we got a call and they said, "I want all three of you to show up at this location and go do this mission," we are confident enough in the training that we have all received that we will be able to go out and execute that mission, right?
Right.
Now, during that time, I guess what's the word I'm looking for? I don't want to use the word brotherhood, but that bond is created because, I know I could call Uncle Freezy tomorrow and be like, "Hey, check this out. I got this going on." And if it's within his power to provide, he would do that. Same thing with Soulfinger. Same thing with my man, my mellow, my brother from another mother. The ghetto intellect, right? So I say all that to say this, Freezy. I understand as fans, we can get emotional. We become emotionally tied to a player. We become emotionally tied to a situation, be it the playoffs, and then everything that you see from that point on, that's how you view that team, because this is what you did in the playoffs. Let that go. Let it go. Let it go. Let it go. That's last year. I'm moving forward. I ain't talking about nothing that happened last year. I'm all about the forward progress. And I'm telling you right now, and it was in the chat earlier, somebody asked the question if you thought that Johnny Bryant was the pro champ, the young Padawan in training right now, and Tibbs has got him in that sphere so that he can take over from him. I would say yes. And I would say that if the New York Knicks organization allowed Johnny Bryant to leave, that would be a disservice to not only Johnny Bryant and his family, but also to the organization. And I will get off my soapbox right now. I ain't mean to come in fired this morning. I'm sorry.
But you came in firing this morning.
I'm sorry, Freezy. Because I've been sitting back so I think you know this for a fact, right? So what you do is you put me in a box and you force me to sit here and stew. Look, it's like this. He got the chef pot going on, right?
But G-Man, we all got our own shows.
We do.
I mean, one person, these two sharp guys have Knicks freestyle. These two sharp dudes have the pod couple. Uncle Freezy has the Knicks One and Drive, the Knicks at Night podcast. Stafford Don took one tonight from me. Stafford Don just wrestled the night from me.
I was about to say, so you just the Knicks at Night has always been a franchise. You've brought that back to the parent company. It's no longer a subsidiary. What's going on? Is there some board meetings I'm not being invited to? Is there information I'm not privy to?
What? Nah.
When did you take you just said I have the Knicks at Night podcast, but that's always been a franchise.
Yo, nah, but you know, the Knicks at Night podcast was the thing I started first.
Yes,
I started that first. That was just
and
me.
then Hoodie Kev took ownership of it.
Yeah, him and City. At first it was Stephen Fox. Fox,
right? It was Fox.
Kind of, yeah. Foxy kind of wrestled it away. He's like, "Yo, you doing too much, man. You gotta listen." And so I was like, okay. And so then I did the Knicks Morning Drive.
No. We're only talking about one branding right now.
Right,
Knicks Morning Drive, that belongs to you. I will never let anybody take that product from you either. I just you do it so well, especially the morning, to wake up in the morning with your calm before you let all the animals on the panel. It's mandatory. There's a what I'm specifically speaking of, sir, is the Knicks at Night podcast. You were going there and then you stopped. So there was Foxy, there was Hoodie Kev, and then City Pharrell. I didn't think anybody was going to get out of City's hands, but somehow Cully got it. Yeah. Now today you're telling me that you have the Knicks at. You start off by saying we all have our own show. So
nobody is captaining the Knicks at Night podcast on Friday and Saturday nights.
Oh, yeah.
Right. On Friday and Saturday nights are always my night. And then Stafford Don came along. He was like, "Yo, come on, man." It was the same conversation G-Man for Life had with me. G-Man for Life was like, "Yo, you got to start letting other people do other stuff." Right. And I was like, "No, but okay." You know what I'm saying? All right, whatever.
Look, whatever. And that took more than one conversation, Chad.
Right. Because yeah. So, but the thing is, this morning, G-Man, though, is on the Knicks Morning Drive, bro. I have to get these things out before people come on, because I'm not saying that my points will be watered down, but I won't get them out in the way that I want to have them out.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying?
All facts.
It's like when you watch Knicks freestyle, the first 2 to 3 minutes of their joint is one person speaking uninterrupted.
Right.
And then the next person gets a chance. And then after that, they just go in and do whatever it is.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
It makes sense. It makes perfect.
So, yeah.
I'm just saying, Freak. I'm just saying. You knew. And I understand everything you just said, but I know in your mind, in the back of your mind, every time I hit send in the chat, you knew G-Man was sitting in the back like, I can't wait till you put the link in the chat. I can't wait. I cannot wait. I'm sitting here. Look, this chair has been around about 15 times. I done wore the Revolution out in my recliner right now. I'm telling you. But it's all good because it's all points that need to be made. And, it's about that level of discussion that we have. And, for those of you that have not yet become a member, you're missing out. I'm just telling you. We're about to start this game. I ain't gonna call it that because that's already been previously said. I'm gonna come up with something that goes with green and deals with the Knicks. And that's gonna be difficult because we have nothing green in our organization except for money. So we'll figure something out. But go ahead out there and figure out how to join. Like I said, there are different levels to this thing. Figure out where you fit in. But you don't want to miss this content because I'm telling you, we about to ramp this thing up for sure. For sure. You know what I'm saying?
So we got the Raptors
tonight.
Yep.
On Monday.
So So
and my Giants play tonight. Imagine that.
Oh man, tonight can be a very good night or a very bad night.
Oh, it's gonna be great all the way around. I'm telling you. All the way around.
Well, so I think the point guard matchup is in our favor.
Mm-hmm.
Right. So I think the point guard matchup is in our favor. Right. I don't look at Fred VanVleet as a facilitator. I think of him more as a scorer.
Yep.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And an undersized one at that. I think he's a good team defender. Not necessarily a great individual on-ball defender.
Okay.
Right?
I'm with you so far.
I don't, and I also don't think Gary Trent Jr. is going to guard RJ Barrett. I think OG Anunoby is going to guard RJ Barrett. OG Anunoby and Scotty Barnes.
So
Will
you
be
saying
guarding RJ Barrett.
double? You saying RJ gonna be double?
No,
Or
that's not-
they'll switch?
that's not-
They'll switch.
No, yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Okay.
But both of them will be starting because Pascal Siakam is out.
Right.
So one guy guards Julius Randle, the other guy guards RJ Barrett.
Okay.
And vice versa.
Okay.
Right. Stephadon, what's good?
What's good? What's good? What's good? Blessed morning to the panel. Blessed morning to the chat. GI, what's good, man? You're not missing any board meetings, bro. You know you're the vet of the company. What you talking about, bro?
I had some information mixed up. Sometimes you got to press Freezy because he gets his mind going a million different ways, and then he goes, "Oh, I forgot to tell you that." Yeah, but in this case, I'm good. I see what's going on. It's just a Friday.
No, I'm the fresh kid on the block, man. But just for one night, I'm just the co-star for just for one night next to Freezy. You know, Freezy is the mastermind for Saturdays and Fridays.
Yeah. Man, we trying, bro. We're just trying to put out at the end of the day, we're just trying to put out dope Knicks content, bro.
Yeah.
Right. And one more thing, Quiet Money wanted to know how could you be a member to get exclusive content. So can you repeat how you be a member and where to go, Freezy?
All right. So this is how it is right here. This link right here. No, not that link. Not that one.
Not that one.
Not that one. Not
Which
that
link? Which link was that? That Freezy about to get the channel flag this morning. Which link?
Definitely not that one. No, this one. Click on that link, and then on the homepage you'll see a join button. Click the join button. Click on that join button, and then do your options, man. From there, it'll be on you which one you wanna do.
So let me say something real quick because I'm at work. Tonight's gonna be a tough game. We can't underestimate these Raptors. As you could see, they're 2-0 on the road. They have a young budding star in Scotty Barnes. I think you said Freezy's averaging 18 points right now.
And 9 rebounds, yeah.
And 9 rebounds.
Yeah.
And Van Fleet is always going to be a head case. And Arlo Ginobili, what's his name?
OG Anunoby.
OG Ginobili. He's long, lanky. You understand what I mean? So,
Right.
The Raptors is going to be a tough team, but I believe we can pull it out. The bench got to show up tonight. We need the bench.
Right.
Obi got to step up tonight. Your boy, G-Man, your boy got to step up tonight.
You will.
Quickly got to make some right decisions tonight. He got to get back his shot. And once we do these things and we control the board, I believe we could win the game. And we share the ball. We share the ball with multiple assists, move the ball, and hopefully we don't get our daily, nightly scare with Mitch. Randall needs to come back around. You only took 9 shots in the last game. We need you to get back your head into the game. Randall, I believe in you. You're my boy. I believe in you. I don't care what nobody say. I believe in you. And
I'm
how the
sorry
rest
to
of
cut you off, but you Knicks fans, you're bipolar. 1 minute Randall's shooting too much. Next minute he don't take enough. Can you just leave that man alone? When y'all get W's, can y'all stop overanalyzing? My goodness, y'all killing me. I'll be honest. I want him off the team now.
Yeah. Listen, I struggle with that with GI, and I'm done with that. If people want to go ahead and cuss the young man, let them go ahead and do it. But this is the same young man that got a pay cut. He chose to come with us. He took us to the playoffs last year, and he realized now he don't have to carry the team on his back no more. So he's taking that step back and he realized it. And all how they say that he hating on RJ, I don't believe that. They keep pushing that narrative. But a person do not sit down next to you after a game and they don't, and they claim say you don't like them. But if
Who
I don't
can
like you,
you
I'm
give
not
me?
I'm not
No,
sitting
I'm
next to
sorry,
you.
Shaka. Can you give me the source of this? Because I am a knowledgeable Knicks fan since the newspaper 1983. I haven't heard
Well,
no one. I haven't heard no one say that that Randall is hating on RJ. Where's the
well,
source of that?
well, Mr. Hadouken posted that on Twitter, and he mentioned that on Saturday. And a couple of people in certain chats I've seen
Didn't
say
say that.
that Randall is hating on RJ, and I don't believe that. If that was the case, that news would have been came out, right? So people need to stop pushing that narrative,
Yeah,
right?
Hadouken, I'm coming to see you soon. I was with you
Yeah,
yesterday. You ain't say
yeah,
none of that.
yeah. He needs to stop that. So so it's gonna be a tough game tonight, people. All right, so brace yourselves, right, for a good game tonight. It's gonna be tough. We're not gonna take this game lightly. And Uncle Freezy will catch up, fellas. We'll catch up. Y'all have a good one. I gotta return back to work. Y'all have a blessed day. Peace out.
Ben, okay. Peace, bro.
Yeah, I'm
You look a little perplexed.
positive. Yeah,
Taking it back. Taking it back right
well,
now. Are you taking it back?
no. I'm actually gonna have a G-man moment because
Yeah.
I'm not gonna mix my words because
There you go.
sometimes for the network I try to be the face. I try to say, non-controversial things so people can like me. It's important for the ratings.
Getting it
Right.
back.
But
Getting
right
it
now
back.
I'm gonna say this, and I'm gonna keep it short. New York Knicks fans don't deserve nice things. And maybe it's because we're in the northeast section of America, so we're supposed to be smarter than everybody else. And we're supposed to be cutting edge. We got to come with wild takes because we got more people that salivating over things. You just don't deserve nice things. I haven't seen this style of play. You finally have a team. Whoever comes out hot, the rest of the people trust. They're passing the ball. I don't see no selfishness. The only thing I'm seeing is a lack of a 6'9" wing to go out there and say, okay, y'all not just gonna keep scoring on them.
I love how you slipped that in. Boy, look, if you are nothing else, you are consistent. I swear to God.
I want to just to throw something out there. I just want to throw some fuel on this fire. Right. So Anthony D does this joint called Old School Knicks on Sunday mornings.
Yes, sir.
G-Man, his numbers are rivaling everybody else's show, and he on Sunday mornings when the world is sleeping. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So it's funny. But the thing that I want.
So let me correct you. The world is not asleep on Sunday at 11. Let him do that show at 9 a.m. Sunday at 11 is a prime time spot. It's before you getting in. I mean, Sunday at 11. I'm not, if golf season is over, I will be a staple on the Sunday morning 11 a.m. spot. It's an amazing spot. My memory's not like it used to be. I gotta make sure I'm relevant to the topic. But Sunday morning, 11 o'clock. What a time slot.
It is.
Yeah, man.
And
Yeah, man. Or set them reminders when you subscribe to the channel. Get them reminders. You know what I'm saying? Have the reminders come to your phone. Just supposed to come on in 30 minutes.
So let me give you a rundown of a typical Sunday morning in the G-Man household, right? So first thing that happens is probably around 8-ish. He finally opens his eyes up, right? And then around 9, Mrs. G-Man comes and says, okay, what's the menu for today? What it's going to look like? What are you having? And I'm like, well, I'll lay it out, and she'll tell me what we have and what we don't have. So about 9:30, 10 o'clock, G-Man got to carry his hungry behind to the grocery store and start shopping.
And he better hurry up.
And he better hurry up if you want your food ready by the time the game comes on.
Right.
So, listen. So I go do that. I get all the provisions and come back. And she goes in there, and I'm gonna tell you something about my wife, man. My wife is the most special person that I've ever known on this planet Earth. I'm telling you right now. I'm telling you. She knows I can ask her for something, and she'd be like, I hear what you're saying, but that's not what you mean. So go on over there and sit down. Let me do what I'm doing right here. I'm going to present it to you, and we're going to move on. But the beauty of this whole thing is this, right? All this happens between 8 o'clock in the morning on a good day. When I, had a bad Saturday, it's probably going to be more along the lines of 9:30, 10 o'clock before G-Man opens his eyes. I'm just going to be honest, right? That's what it's going to be. But I'm telling you, every Sunday before game time, I'm set up. And guess what? What you see behind me right now? Nobody comes in this space because they know what my headspace is. And we all sports fans in the house. Everybody. My wife and my son are Bills fans. No, I'm sorry. My son is a Bills fan. My wife is a Ravens fan. My daughter and I are both Giants fans. But basketball-wise, everybody in the house is Knicks fans. And that's how we get down. But
see, but G-Man, that's what I was. So this is the point that I was getting at. So I was talking about the Toronto Raptors point guards, and now we talk about early Sunday mornings.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm saying. That's what we do.
This is what we do.
That's what I said.
So this is how we bring this back to what the original topic is, because I'm gonna take you around. I'm gonna take you all the way around the block, show you the neighborhood, and I'm gonna bring you back to the house that I'm trying to show you to get you to buy, right? So I say all that to say this. When you look at, and people can make the narrative about, what the Toronto Raptors are, what they have been, what they could be, all that's irrelevant to me. Because what's important to me right now is we take this machine that we call the New York Knicks into your organization, into your house, and then we just going to slap you around for a little bit, and we're going to get on a plane and roll out. That's what it's going to be. The whole season. I'm not just talking about Toronto. That's going to be the whole season. Now, every once in a while, there may be a slip up, there may be a setback, but guess what? I'm not even concerned. Not even almost.
Okay.
At all. Why should I be? If my bench is scoring 20 plus points a game, why am I concerned? Tell me another team in the NBA that has a bench that can give you 20 plus points a game on a consistent basis. I'll wait.
Well,
they was a little raggedy last night or Sunday. Saturday. But,
yeah, they were
a little raggedy, but that's okay, man. But I guess I'm just gonna be quiet. I'm gonna let Delano cook and Danny cook. I'm just here to hang out, man. I'm on the game day, excited, man. But this team can win in multiple ways. And the 90s team couldn't win in multiple ways. We couldn't. That's why we couldn't get over the hump, because when we needed to go to something different, we just didn't have it.
Yeah.
I don't know what the upside of this team is. What I do know, and I can confidently say, there's no basement for the New York Knicks no more. So I guess we need 4 or 5 years of this for fans to get. But fans are so confused because this 2 years ago we were talking about tanking for the #1 pick. 2 years ago this time. Heck, we could even talk about last year this time. Yeah, Delano, thank you. Was that Danny or Delano? Yeah. And now we're sitting here trying to figure out how good we can be. We got to do these shows. I love the banter. I love the blog. But the fact of the matter is, if you really call yourself an intellectual, if you're really about analysis of what's in front of you, no one can. Because we don't know what we're seeing. It just keeps getting better and better and better. And I just want to sit here and enjoy it, man. Enjoy you fellas. And hopefully it leads to something special. And after RJ shut me up, because RJ shut
a lot of people up.
I had one player, and I wasn't hating him, but I had one player I said I'm going to analyze him because I need to know whether we should be giving him this max contract. I need to know because he's about to take a lot of minutes. He's about to take a key piece of this team. I need to know that I'm comfortable that in a couple of years I get to a championship with that guy. Mm-hmm. In fact, I don't know we would get there to a championship without him. So,
I agree. But
yeah,
look,
I'm done.
T.I. and I don't agree on a lot of things, but what he just said just now, I don't know where he pulled that from. I don't know if the cosmos is working, but I agree 100% with what you just said, brother.
Sergeant Nick, stop telling that story. Listen, you can't sit there and say in one breath that y'all don't agree on a lot of things, and then in another breath you talk about he's the co-host behind the co-host of the Knicks. You know what? I'm not even gonna go there with the pod
I
couple
never
this
said
morning.
that. Freezy said I never said that.
I'm not gonna go there with the pod couple. But nah, I want to give context to the conversation as far as what Stafford Don was saying, as far as the Randall hates and all that, right? The context came about because we were talking about initially when RJ Barrett has it going, the ball seems to find a way to go away from him.
Go away from him. Right.
And under those circumstances, we were talking about, well, who controls the ball and the pace of the game. Initially, I went through the whole ringer of Alfred Payton in his rookie season controlled the pace of
In
the most of the
RJ's rookie
time.
season. RJ's rookie
Right,
season.
in RJ's rookie season, that it was Alfred Payton that was controlling the pace with the Rock. The second season, it was Julius Randle. And I think under those circumstances, the conversation went in a different degree. I think the words were misconstrued because that was the basis of it. It wasn't about whether Randall dislikes RJ Barrett or not. I think it was just a matter of when RJ has it going, why do we go away from him? That was the basis of the conversation. So in doing so, I think Hadouken might have just overstepped passionately. You know how that goes sometimes. We'll speak and passionately say one wrong thing because he wasn't saying hate at all initially.
I mean,
And that was the way it was going. Like it was still just speaking solely about why is the offense going away from RJ when
but he
RJ
wasn't
starts
doing.
hitting.
But DSJ, he was what Duke was saying was pecking order. That he didn't say that because to your point, because you're right. But Duke said what Duke was saying, and I could kind of see what he was saying. Julius Randle established himself as the team's number one option, right?
Right.
And so what happens is when RJ gets cooking, Julius Randle doesn't intentionally take the ball from RJ, but as the number one option, when you feel like it's your time to go, it's time to get the ball back to the number one option.
But here's the problem.
My thing with that though was the other night. The other night, RJ was cooking. He had 18 points at a certain point. He went from 10 to 8 in like a 4-minute stretch, and Evan Fournier took over. See, that's the problem. That was the see that Evan Fournier took over.
I think y'all blowing this up a little bit though, because and I say this in protection of RJ. RJ's not cooking like Kimber or Rose. It's not starting. It's not. He don't got the ball. You clearing the floor for him, and he still doesn't have 20 different things. RJ gets his in the flow, and what happens is he's in a perfect situation. That's why I picked him, because he has to play next to Kimber. Kimber's getting attention, especially when he's playing the way he's playing. Randall's definitely getting attention. Fournier, you're not leaving open. Mitch is running, so Mitch's big body needs to see where he is. RJ is a fifth really good player that most other teams don't have that can play off the other four. So I don't believe anybody takes anything from him. I'm saying, Freezy, that I see he left. I'm saying that we just need to make sure RJ stays in the flow, but he's not the quintessential. It doesn't start with him. He's benefiting off of everything that's around him.
No, right. No, and right. But I just wanted to make sure because I know you said that you want to have that conversation with Duke, and my thing was I didn't want it to be where the again a misconception leads to a conversation that really doesn't need to be what I'm saying overblown or anything like that, because I said even initially, even on Friday, I said you got to remember that the highest paid player, you know what I'm saying, by definition, who is this franchise player, is going to assume the responsibility. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of times I always say, like, with great salary comes great responsibility. That was the thing that I took, you know what I'm saying, flipping the Spider-Man, Uncle Ben thing and utilizing it with this franchise specifically, you know. But in regards to that, again, like I said, RJ could have a great third quarter, right? Where he might score like, let's say he does like 9 points or 12 points straight. And you're looking at, okay, well, by logic, just basketball logic, you feed the hot hand a lot of times. You know what I'm saying? If somebody's got it going, you'll feed the hot hand. Sometimes it doesn't work that way when RJ's going. And that was the conversation we was having, which is why I even said at times, you got to remember, with great salary comes great responsibility. Because at the end of the day, the person you're going to blame normally is going to be the guy that gets paid the most. Remember, there was a time when Tim Hardaway Jr. was on this team, and when he was the guy that was supposed to be leading this franchise, you know what I'm saying? He was the one that was getting crucified
Yeah,
whenever
no,
we would lose.
yeah.
So all that being said, I understood both parties, you know what I'm saying, what Staffordon was saying, and also what Hadouken was saying. And I just think that, again, in the a passionate conversation, I think the wrong word was being used, because I don't think it was hate, you know what I'm saying, towards RJ
Okay.
from Julius Randle. I think what it was is just a matter of, just like Uncle Freezy was saying, there's a pecking order. And so I'm just trying to help. I'm trying to help the young brother out. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So,
Good morning, Uncle Freezy. Good morning, GI. Good morning, Sarge. Good morning, DSJ.
Danny Landis.
Danny
What's good,
Landis
fellas?
is in the building. What's good?
Always good to see you guys.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. So I'm excited about tonight's game. I'm predicting the Knicks are gonna win 125-90.
Yes.
I think it's gonna be a huge game. A huge game for guys not in the starting lineup.
wow.
OB Toppin, big game tonight.
So I dare anybody here on this video panel to name 4 people on the Toronto Raptors bench.
I can't tell you.
Malachi Flynn.
I don't even know what the bench consists of right now. Honestly.
Right.
Tracy McGrady?
Yeah. Yeah.
Don't
David
do that.
Stoudemire, bro. Yeah. And so
Vince Carter came out of retirement.
Yeah, man. And so I know some guys on the bench. Like I like Malachi Flynn, right?
Okay.
Malachi Flynn is one of the point guards I was hoping the Knicks would draft last season.
Okay.
Heady, smart. He's eventually gonna be the starter at point guard for them. I don't know what they were gonna do with Fred VanVleet, but Malachi Flynn is eventually gonna be the starter because he presents the size, the intellect, the ability to run the pick and roll that most teams need.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Also Chris Boucher. Chris Boucher is the dude that grabbed all the offensive rebounds last season against us when we played in Florida. Remember the Florida game?
Yep.
When Knox came out and scored like 18 points and hurt his wrist?
Yep.
Chris Boucher. The reason why I say this is because last year we played Toronto. Toronto couldn't even get in offense against our defense, right? They couldn't even get into offense against our defense, right? The reason why they beat us is because Chris Boucher was chasing down loose shots and kicking it to wide open dudes, getting offensive rebounds and kicking it to wide open dudes for 3.
Hustle plays.
Yeah, hustle plays. Yeah. This game, I don't see that happening to us. The other thing too is the team is so young in certain areas that I think there is a level of continuity that's not there with them. That the Knicks have, just because we have veterans. So did I say 125-90? I think I might.
Yes.
Let me.
Hey, 125.
I'll stay with that. I'll stay with 125-90. And so if fellas, let me point out something just real quick, right? There is a narrative that the Knicks defense is not good. And I'm here to tell you that the Knicks defense is very good.
Oh,
Right?
So
hold on. So
yeah.
No. Wait. Let me finish. Bro, let me finish. G.I., let me finish. I'm here to tell you that the Knicks defense is very good. Right? The thing is though, we look at the Boston game that went into double overtime and count those points as if that was a 48-minute game. And you can't do that. Here is the reason why I say we should reconsider what it is that we're talking about. Of all 30 NBA teams, right? Of all 30 NBA teams, the Knicks have the 5th best defensive field goal percentage against. Right? And for some, that may mean nothing, right? That may mean nothing. But I'm here to tell you that means everything. Right? I'm going to point out one other statistic, and I want y'all to follow me on this, right? The 3-point percentage, right, that we give up. So the league average is 36%, right?
Mm.
The Knicks hold teams to 33.7% from 3.
Mm-hmm.
The league average is 36. The Knicks hold teams at 33.7, right? Where our issue is not that we can't stop people from putting the ball in the basket. Our issue is rebounding. We don't end possessions. Teams get rebounds and they get a number. They keep shooting and keep shooting and keep shooting. So what it looks like is 4 out of 10 is the same as 4 out of 15 is the same as 4 out of 20. Because you see the number 4, you think the defense is bad. No, the defense is not. We have to look at numbers. And you saw it in the last game that we played. A team hung around with us because Valanciunas. Did Valanciunas not kill the Knicks on the boards? You saw it with your own eyes.
Yeah.
We were together watching it.
He was smoking us. He was eating Mitch.
Right.
I didn't like that.
Right. That team got Cole Anthony, a point guard, had 16 rebounds against us.
Hustle play.
All of us were together. We were together talking about it.
Mm-hmm.
Right? We were talking about it. The fact that teams put up shots, right, is not our deficiency. When we make them miss, we don't grab the rebound to end the possession. That's where we struggle. We give teams too many chances, and eventually, if they keep shooting and missing, eventually they're going to make a shot. Right? When we're talking about the initial offense versus defense, the Knicks are holding team. And listen, and if it wasn't for this game just passed against the Pelicans, we would be holding teams to 40% from the floor. The Pelicans, for some reason, just had our number. Right? I know, and I know what it sounds like. What I'm saying to y'all is crazy, but don't just take my word for it. And I know I sound like LeVar Burton. Don't just take my word for it.
No, I'm glad you cleaned it up, Uncle Freeze, because you definitely gave some stats, and you were right for getting me and G-Man, because once you made the statement, me and G-Man almost fell out of our chair.
Because we have to listen to each other.
Because Freezy, honestly, your way of going about proving your point, you make a bold statement and then you backed away from it because you said our defense is much worse, and then you went on to make excuses why our results, because Freezy, You can make the results are worse than last year. But we partly knew that because we're playing at a faster pace. Is anybody paying attention? We score 60 points a half in the first half, like it's nothing.
Right.
And we had 38-point first half last year. We had 43-point first. We probably ordered our average 47 points per half. We're a much better scoring team.
Yeah.
We're playing with quicker pace. It's hurting our defense. But once we get Noel back, once we get at full, we're gonna have to get those 1 or 2 stops down the
You
stretch.
read my mind.
That is what's good.
So
Well, I had to read your mind? You had the floor. Why didn't you say what you needed to say? I don't need to read your mind. When you have the microphone, you can say what you need to say.
Because G-Man, not G, I'm sorry, because G.I. wouldn't let me finish. G.I. wouldn't let me finish. My deal is
he's giving you premise right there. The Pod Couple starring Sergeant Knicks and Ghetto Intellect.
And so Sherwin M, what I challenge you to do, Sherwin M, in this case, is look at the percentage that the 3-point percentage as of today that the Knicks are giving up. Right? Because if you just go by a number made, like for instance, if you go by the Knicks are 26 and 3-pointers allowed, what are the Knicks ranked in 3-pointers attempted? Because if they're 26 and allowed and first and attempted, then you're looking at, well, teams get down against us and the game dictates teams shooting the 3 in order to catch up with us, right? Because 33.7 is 33.7 no matter what the context you use. League average is 36. Teams shoot 33.7. That means they take more 3-pointers and make more 3-pointers than they do in games, and usually because these teams are trailing. Right? Teams shoot these 3s to catch up.
Who's second in the NBA right now in 3-point shoot? Just curious. Just off the rip. Who's that basketball team?
And what percentage?
Yeah, 3-point percentage shooting. Who's second in the NBA? I'm not going to leave you in suspense. It's the New York Knicks, right? Point scored in the NBA. Who's second?
The Knicks.
I'm not going to leave you in suspense. The New York Knicks.
But G.I. mentioned that too. G.I. mentioned pace.
Yeah.
It's the pace of the game.
Yes, absolutely. And I think where people fall off of what's really going on right now, and we all come into situations with preconceived notions, right? And it's about, being able to look at the situation and say, well, okay, maybe I was wrong. Maybe I overstepped. Maybe I didn't take this into consideration or that into consideration. But I'm telling you right now, stats don't lie, right? Numbers don't lie. So field goal percentage, Knicks are the fifth in the NBA, not in the East, in the NBA, right? Let's get this. So 3-point percentage, we're second in the NBA. Points scored, we're second in the NBA. So what in the name of Tesla and Mercedes-Benz are we talking about right now? Because this makes no sense to me.
So as a fan since '83, I haven't seen a Knicks team ranked high in scoring. I haven't seen a team in the top half of the NBA, the top 20%. Never mind, right?
Ever.
So I'm raised in the Northeast section of basketball, and Freeze will tell you, especially coming from Jersey, where we value defense.
Right.
There's nothing greater than defense. So I guess for me, the only uneasiness I'm having this season, and I'm done. I don't think I have much more to say to that, is when we get these big leads, I want the defense to clamp down. When we get a big lead, I want to make the game nasty and ugly the rest of the way.
Yes, we got to lock them down.
Goodness, boy, great minds think alike.
And that's why
Throw away the key.
That's what I'm looking for, and I'll say this without trying to sound like a broken record, but that's why I think a 6'9" guy comes in the game and takes it over, it slows down the pace, and controls it. Okay, I'm done.
So let me ask you this, G.I. And I always wanted to ask you this question, man. And
Will you co-host with me?
Please be my co-host.
The host with the most.
Stirring the pot. He out here stirring the pot. See?
Please be my co-host.
Keep it going.
See what he doing?
Hey, G-Man, can we speak to the thing with Cornerstone Kev? Or is that private?
Yes. No, I think because it's out on all the tweets and whatnot. So I just want you guys to know that right now Cornerstone is getting his second stint put in his heart based on the first situation that they had going on. He said that he would update me on, his progress and how the processes were going. But this is just another thing that that is a part of the recovery from the first episode that he had, right?
So I'm 15 minutes from Cornerstone. I will hope that,
15 minutes?
We literally live 15 minutes from each other. We actually live in the same county. And so I would like to take him something on behalf of Blorange Tears. If y'all can get that, Freezy, you can get that information. I will shoot over there. Actually, today, if we could get it today, I would stop what I'm doing and make sure I get over there before the game today. If not, tomorrow's election day in New Jersey, so tomorrow's a little tougher, but by Wednesday.
So this is the inpatient surgery. So what we expect to happen is he went in early this morning. So by the time the process should be wrapping up right about now. And he should be in recovery, and he should be home tonight or early tomorrow morning.
G-Man, it's an outpatient surgery.
Not
inpatient.
Yeah.
G.I. tell him recovery.
No, I
was gonna say, with the doctors in a rush, bro.
No, but on behalf of the Blorange Tears, I could drop an edible arrangement at his house. Y'all just let me know. We could send them on. Just let me know I'm on board.
I will hit him up and give you guys a update on where he is. But that's my guy. That's my dude, right? But I say all that to get back and salute the DSG for getting me so sidetracked on what I was actually talking about, and I just lost my whole train of thought, really. but to my man Cornerstone, we of course we wish you a speedy recovery. Get through what you need to get through to make everything better at the end of the day. That's what it's all about. You know what I'm saying?
Best wishes from Danny Landis, Cornerstone Kev.
Danny Landis.
No doubt. And we definitely gonna rock with this thing, right? So, Freezy, to what you were talking about, and I'm probably gonna get this all muffled up because again, my brain is scrambled right now. But I will say this, as it pertains to the game tonight against the Raptors, I would say that if you are a fan of Jurassic Park, then continue to root for the Raptors. But I'm telling you right now, tonight the Raptors will be an endangered species because the Knicks. I'm not saying we have something to prove. We're just coming to your building and letting you know that we're here. We brushed aside. And the whole narrative you had about us last year was last year. If that's what you're gonna build your franchise upon, to say, well, I'm gonna be last year's Knicks. You coming into the game a step behind already because last year's Knicks are last year's Knicks. We are not that team anymore, not even almost. So I would say 122 to 96.
98.
I thought, look, Danny, you in my head because that's the first number that came to my head. 98 was the first number that came to my head. I'm like, well, you know what? That may be giving them a little bit too much credit. I'm gonna give them 96. Now, if they get 98, okay, you're good. But I don't think they're gonna be able to do that. Just to be honest.
That's too much, right?
96. Yeah, too much.
Let's say 97.
Well, in the middle, okay. 122 to 97. I'm good.
That's
with that.
it.
We're spreading the middle.
Final score.
Yeah, final score.
It's
sure.
over.
You must be expecting Yuta Watanabe to be on the floor a lot or something like that.
Well, this is the thing, DSJ. I believe this, right? I believe that the game takes its own entity once the ball is tipped up. So what I'm sitting here thinking is going to happen won't happen. I'm going to be sitting here cussing the TV out the whole entire night. I promise you that's going to happen. But at the end of the day, what we're going to get you is 122-97.
Check that scoreboard.
I'm saying that's what we're going to be. I don't know how we're going to get there, but that's going to be the end result.
Sarge, who's your high scorer?
Oh, man.
I think it's Barrett.
I don't think so. Not this game. I think this game, it will revert back to Julius Randle and Evan Fournier, that dynamic duo. And I think that Evan gets the high score tonight. Honestly. I think that's how it's going to go down.
25.
I'm going to give him
18.
I'm going to give Evan 20. I'm going to give Evan 20. I'm going to give Randall 19.
12 rebounds and 10 assists.
Yeah. See, you put me in the spot now. I think the rebounds tonight goes to Mitch. I think Mitchell Robinson tonight will further let people know why he's the most dominant big man in the NBA. And I said it. I didn't twist my words. I'm going to tell you, the most dominant big man in the NBA. So
the most dominant.
The most dominant big man in the NBA.
So we got to throw him the bag.
Yes. Yeah. Hey, Mitch. I'm on the pay. Look, last summer, this time, I was like, I'm not paying Mitch nothing.
I remember that.
Nothing for me. I need to see you out here doing what you need to do. But right now, I'm telling you, I've seen what I need to see. Pay Mitch. I'm on the
pay the man.
Pay the man. Pay him now. Don't let it get to look. Okay. Let me get in my bag, right? Come here, America. America, come see me, right? Come see me. I'm telling you right now, if you allow Mitchell Robinson to go in the free agency, well, I think he's a free agent right now. Is that correct?
Not right now.
After the season, yeah.
After the season, okay. So before we get to that point, before we get to the trade deadline, go ahead and address Mitchell Robinson's concerns about his contract. Sign him, lock him up, so we ain't got to deal with this. This is not a distraction that we need at this point in time with the Knicks organization. Go ahead and pay Mitchell Robinson. Pay him. Pay him. I would challenge anybody to tell me why you don't want to pay him. Because I'm telling you right now, I was the biggest proponent of not paying Mitch because he hadn't been on the court forever. But now, I done flipped the lid. I'm telling you. Pay Mitch.
Okay.
Oh, my man, my mellow.
Oh,
in the
hey, what's up, bro?
Good.
Hey, how did you? Hey, so let me before I go to Ron, man. Hey, Soul Figure, how you doing, bro?
Hey, I'm good, fellas. I'm good. I'm enjoying a little day off for a change.
What?
Yeah, took a day off.
Day off,
man. That's
what
it.
the?
What is that?
Yeah.
What is that?
I never heard of it.
You got to get one of them little personal days. You got to get away from work sometime, take a personal day, get your mind right or whatever. So,
Wow.
just a breather. I can't complain because it's been a great weekend of sports. W's all the way around, so I can't complain.
You happy that who that won that game last night?
Oh yeah, we were counted. Hey, they counted us out, man. But everybody got a puncher's chance. You got a puncher's chance. So the thing about it is now, and then but I'm not talking about my who that's. I'm talking about that blue and orange. We got that W, and we just keep pushing it along. That's all we doing, pushing it along. Set them up, we knock them down. That's what it's about right now.
Okay.
Right. No
and
doubt.
Then, but before I say anything else, though, I want to say salute to the chat. Salute to you, esteemed gentlemen. And if you hadn't hit that like button yet, hit the like button. Come on, let's get them likes up.
If you see a like button, beat it up. Yeah,
beat that joker up, just like we've been doing in this league. And again, that loss, that L we took was a beautiful thing because it put things back in perspective, and we rolling along. Because again, we beating team. Oh, we shouldn't beat this team. Oh, we shouldn't beat that team. Man, get out of here. You know, it is what it is. I don't want you to give us our respect. We're gonna take it. That's all it is. Don't give us nothing. We're just gonna take it.
Okay. Okay. All right.
Yeah, salute,
Hey,
Soul. Salute, Ron.
yeah, man. Hey, so Soulfing, I want to
Salute.
talk to you about something later on, man. Maybe not on your day off, but I want to talk to you about something else.
Oh, it's all good. You got my math free.
Yeah, I got you. I got you, bro. Trust. I got you. I got you. So I want to mention a couple things. So if you want to become a member of the Blorange Tears channel, go to the YouTube page and click on the join button, right? And then you'll have options. You'll have the options to select which one you want to be in. Just in the door, you know. Either way, you're gonna get some cool stuff, right? Also want to point out that the Knicks can go into the Milwaukee Bucks game. The Bucks are reeling too, by the way. The Knicks can go into the Milwaukee Bucks game 7-1. And if you beat the Bucks and are 8-1, the conversation around the city will start with the words "Bing Bong." Right?
Yeah.
And
Breezy,
so,
when's that game against the Bucks?
Friday.
Oh man.
Friday. And
And
so
I'm gonna have something for Sarge. We're gonna stomp them out. I'm telling you.
Listen, I'm
so I wanted to.
I'm on record for telling you we're gonna be 9-1 after this team stretch. I'm telling you right now.
Yes.
So
you know what? I was saying 8-2, but you know, I'm rocking with the 9-1. You know, it's always, you know, I'm not gonna be delusional about some stuff, man, but we got something special right here that people just, you know,
they don't see.
Yeah, we in Knicks Nation, it's not that we see it, we've known that. You know what I mean? We've known that. The problem is national media love to, you know, start all this. They gotta have something to sell, get clicks and sell paper and start any kind of negative, because you don't see anything negative going on. You see nothing but love with these cats on this squad, and they don't know what to do. They don't, you know, they got to figure out a way to spin it. So basically, what they want to do and they can't do is try to come in there and throw the turd, the punch bowl, and run out the back door. It's not happening.
Right.
This is a tight knit group, and you know they down for one another.
Hello.
10 toes down, nowhere across.
Hold up. I'm not finna let you just run away from. You said the turd in the punch bowl. Who does that? Who does that?
There it is.
Boy,
Hit it.
I'm just saying that's what the national media is trying to do to us. They want to try to come in, throw the turd the punch bowl, or you know, they want to keep trying to spike they want to spike the drinks and stuff, man. You know, try to do us in because they can't stand seeing this. This is a harmonious thing we got going on.
Spike it, right?
We vibe, the energy. Come on, man.
I'm sorry.
We talking about taking the preseason. The Garden was rocking. The players were all together, and then when you listen to the interviews and you listen to what they're saying about one another, these cats are talking about, hey, there's always nothing but good things they talk about one another. And then the thing is when your head coach, you got a head coach that's hard, you know, he's hard-nosed head coach. He's straightforward. He on the court, he gets up in them. If they do something wrong, you'll see him drop kicking them under the train.
Right.
In press conferences, he says what he says behind closed doors is where they keep it. You gotta love that, man. Right. And I read an article on the culture and everything. The thing is, man, culture is the word that they're using with us and all that. We went from blah to right off the rip. The fact of the matter is, some may not want to believe it, but people are scared of our organization. They're scared of these Knicks, man, because this is not the Knicks that we used to seeing, the dysfunction and all like that. Yep. Some of these games, we for a fact we would have tanked. We would have just gone belly up, just look like a dying cockroach, man. These cats can fall through it. Only concern I have, like I said, one of the main concerns I have, 2 free throws, and focus.
Okay.
Yeah.
Free throws and focus, because we need to keep on them. When we choking somebody out, don't let them catch a breath. keep choking them out. You want them to see you want eyes roll in the back of their head and they just
Make it tap out.
Yeah. That's
I got
what
something for that.
Yeah, so I want to add something to that real quick, and I'm gonna slide out of the way and let y'all chop it up, bro, because I want to get y'all opinion on this. I believe, and I'm gonna say this, and I know G-Man for life is gonna jump out a window. G-Man, don't jump out a window, bro. I believe the Knicks have the best team in the NBA. Once the bench starts clicking like they did last season. Right? You have this starter. You have 2 point guards shooting 50% from three. Will they shoot 50% from three for the entire season? No. But in their regression, they'll regress to a mean, which will probably be about 43, 44%. That's Klay Thompson, Steph Curry range.
Yep.
Right?
Yes.
So now once you have that, and with the addition of the bench, once the bench comes around, once Obi gets over his thing, once Quickly gets over this thing, whatever it is,
sophomore slump?
No, I don't want to call it that. I want to call it not being freshmen no more. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
You know how sophomores are underclassmen, but they're not freshmen.
Yep.
I don't want to say the sophomore slump, right? Because a sophomore slump would indicate that the others around them will allow them to struggle.
Yeah.
Right. I don't think the others around them will allow them to struggle. Like for instance, if the number one pick in the draft had a sophomore slump, you know what I'm saying? He don't really have players around him because they got the number one pick for a reason. You know what I'm saying?
They were sorry.
You know what I'm saying? So what I will say is this: once the bench starts busting, and this starting lineup is busting, I don't know who could beat us. Now I'm talking about in the regular season, right? I'm not talking about in the postseason. Now the postseason is a different animal. Y'all know that, right? Just because you win a lot of games in the regular season don't mean you'll win a championship.
Right.
So what I'm saying is I think the only thing that stops us from becoming the juggernaut in the regular season is ourselves. Like how we slept on Orlando, how we slept on New Orleans. Yep. I think the reason why we lost to Orlando is because we knew how good we were and we felt like we could just throw our jerseys out there.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. I'm here. I'm gonna just slide out of the way and let y'all rock.
Let me jump in here real quick. First off, as always, salute to everybody. Salute to the chat. G-Man, Soulfinger, Delano Steele Jr., Danny Landis. I tried. Salute to y'all, man. For my hip hop heads, I don't know if you can see that. It says I miss the old Kanye.
I do too.
You know what? I missed the old fourth quarter Knicks defense too on the closeouts. I missed that. So I'm just want to put that out there real quick. I think what Freezy said is I agree with it, but I don't think we there yet, man. I think the bench. If the bench gets to get their stuff together and they start clicking and gelling, could we be the best team in the league? Yeah, probably we could. I also think we need Nerlens Noel though. I think that regardless of how good the bench gets, they need some type of rim protection, some type of stopper out there because Obi's not that guy. Even though he's getting better, I'm noticing the defensive end. He has moments where he's affecting shots. He's not great, but he's getting better. But you need somebody like Nerlens or Jericho or some big out there to affect the game, and we're not seeing Jericho. So I'm hoping when Nerlens comes back, we get that rim protector on at least on the bench area, and then also he can kind of mix and match with the starters and give Mitch a little breather. Because if we can that's the thing. Imagine the trickle down effect. I think we talked about this before. You get Nerlens back,
You got Mitch starting doing his thing. He gets a breather. You get Nerlens. You're not missing a beat on the defensive end. Then guy like Taj doesn't have to focus on playing so many minutes. So the minutes you get from Taj are premium minutes from Taj because he can go all out in like 10 minutes, 12 minutes a game. It's when he's got to extend himself, he gets tired and winded. But yeah, man, I think that trickle down effect is what's really going to take this team to the next level. So I'm with Freezy on the fact that if the bench gets it together and if we get a healthy Nerlens Noel back, we're going to be a real problem. Because I also think that's going to help with our closing out of games. Because I think once we got that rim protection, them easy shots, them cats ain't going to know. They know they're not going to be able to come into the paint and score. So that means that we're going to know that they're going to be living on the perimeter. That makes our defense easier on the perimeter. Guys who struggle will say, you know what? A guy like Kimber will like, oh, man, I don't know, man. I could step up on this guy. He might beat me. No, I got Nerlens behind me. I'm good. That's what we need. I think that's going to help us.
He's
Also,
coming
to add on
back,
to that,
right,
Ron, I
Nerlens,
think
right?
eventually, yeah. But also to add on to what you were saying, Ron, I think like we were saying yesterday, I think the second unit needs to really see the transitional aspect. I think they need to focus on when they see Obi Toppin, as far as him getting ahead of steam,
Right.
being able to pass the ball in transition
Yeah,
because
yeah. I know where you're
that New
going.
Orleans
You're
game
right.
was a lot of isolation between the two guards. And I felt like that was a bit of a detriment because the one thing I'm also looking at is those baskets that we're scoring again puts a team in a bigger deficit to where they have to climb out of that. And we won't have to necessarily play those games where we're, playing neck and neck and all down to the last minute. You know what I'm saying? The runs that they make might not be enough if we're able to get it in transition, especially with the second unit.
Yeah. You're right. You're right.
So what both of you gentlemen said makes perfect sense. But before I get in my bag, I'm gonna hit Danny up. Danny, what's your takes on what you heard so far? Can you hear us, Danny? Okay.
Yep.
What's your takes on what you heard Ron talk about and what you heard DSC talk about?
Hang on 1 second.
Okay.
What was this last the question? What was you just discussing? Because there's something wrong with my phone.
So Ron, Ron, give a brief wrap up of what you just talked about.
So basically, what Freezy's question was, he thinks that if the bench was able to get their act together and really start gelling, and playing, the type of basketball that we saw them do last year, once they get comfortable, that we could be the best team in the league,
Yes.
overall, right? And so I was just basically saying that I agree with that. I also think that if Nerlens Noel comes back, that'll give that second unit that boost. That'll
Yes.
help us, be able to lock down teams and sustain the paint and all that stuff. So we'll have a complete team and be able to defensively, the guys who struggle on defense, especially on the perimeter, will have a little bit more of a cushion to be able to play more aggressive defense on the perimeter. It's kind of like in football with, I'm using the Giants, for example, how last year our secondary became so good that, the linebackers and the defensive line were able to take some liberties. So that's the same thing with basketball, with the Knicks.
Hey, and DSJ, go ahead and give Danny your take as well.
Yeah, I was saying the strength of our game with the second unit is the transitional offense. And I feel like specifically using the game last time with Toronto as an example, how we went away from the transitional offense for isolation offense. And I think that once they get that back going, we can create a bigger deficit for the opposing teams to where we're not playing neck and neck anymore. It's not going to be down to the wire to the last minute. We'll be able to, rest our guys and get the opportunity to get a win without having to struggle to get that win at the end of the game.
Okay,
I agree. DSJ, Ron, I agree with both of you. Nerlens Noel's going to be a big plus coming back, too, because that guy is a great shot blocker, too. I agree. Yep. I'm not worried about the bench, to be honest. The only person I'm kind of like iffy on is that Burks. I'm a little,
I got you.
Does anybody else agree with me about Burks, or is it just me?
No, I think we all kind of see it, but
You know what? He's not coming out like he did last season, and
No.
he's a seesaw kind of guy. But I know in time he'll get it together because Burks is more of a playoff guy. If you look at his numbers, for some reason he goes up. You know, you have playoff Rondo. That's how
Right.
Burks is in the playoffs.
Okay. So Soul Finger, ain't gonna let you get off the hook like that, brother. So you just heard the take from Ron, from DSJ and Danny. So give me what you got going on, brother.
Well, I can't disagree because everybody, you know, hit it and leave, like I said, and leave me a lot of meat on the bone. So with that being said, definitely in the transition game, when DSJ when it bringing up about how they were missing Obi, because this is a few times that you've seen Obi going down and he was wide open, nobody around him, and they missed him. And it also goes to not IQ bashing or nothing. It's just that with him moving to this position, trying to run more of the point, it's going to take a little bit. It's going to take more time for him to get comfortable with that position. That's just the way I feel and look at it. So he's looking around. He did take some bad shots in his game, but eventually he'll come out of it. The rim protection, we need Nerlens. We do. We really need Nerlens down there to block shots and everything. And I gotta say, you know, a lot of people didn't want hands or whatever else. Yeah, we know we got like skillets when you try to pass the ball, but you can't deny his hustle and everything that he does. So, you know, they hit it right out. I mean, they knocked it right out the park on that. But give it time. I do believe once this bench solidifies and then you can use Taj Gibson. You can use Taj sparingly. You don't have to worry about him as much, but he can go out there and probably put him in for 5-10 minutes, and he give you the best 5 or 10 minutes of your life.
I agree.
Yep.
Taj plays hard. I agree. I like that guy. Even if he's not producing, he's putting 110% out there on the court.
yeah, Taj is great, man. I sometimes I get so jealous, but I know it's not the same. I always say, damn, man, what if we had a younger Taj? What all the things Taj could do. But then I gotta remember, Taj is a savvy veteran now. He knows how to play the game the right way. So he's learned all that. So we need this Taj mentality with that young Taj, you know, body and pause. But you know, that's kind of, you can't get both of them though. You got to get that through playing in the NBA. So well, we'll take the Taj we got. We'll take the Taj we got. Before you go, G-Man, and give us your take, I just want to give everybody a big shout out. And once again, if you don't know me, those who don't know me, I'm not selfish. I'm not thinking about myself or thinking about what I got going on. I'm just saluting and appreciating what everybody else has done for me and for myself, my co-host John, and our brand and what we got going on. And I just want to say big shout out and salute to everybody who came through yesterday when I was doing my post game, because you know I'm holding it down. I do the post games by myself usually, but so many people came through the chat. The chat was bubbling yesterday, and it gave me a lot of questions to kind of refer to and keep my stream going yesterday. So shout out to all of y'all, White Falcon, Pudge, y'all know who you are, DSJ, everybody who came through yesterday. I appreciate y'all, man. So thank you and salute once again. So, go ahead, G-Man, my bad.
Hey, you good, brother? Hey, go ahead and put your link in the chat so people know how to get to you. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah, no problem.
Put that in there so you know so people know how to get with you when you're doing your thing. You know what I'm saying? That's important. We have no monopoly on this Knicks content at all. You know what I'm saying? It's all about us.
We all family here.
Yeah, no, I just appreciated it, man, because yesterday was like the first day. You know, when you do this YouTube thing and you're a content creator and you trying to, you know, be out there and give people a product, you want it to get to people, but it don't happen overnight. It takes a minute. And yesterday, yesterday looking at the live chat and everything that was going on, that was the most continuous views we had at one point during the live. So like I said, I'm giving everybody a big shout out. It was really nice to see. So I appreciate everybody. Thank you.
No doubt. And we appreciate you as well, Ron.
You had a great conversation, so it was easy to stay in the chat.
It goes both ways. You know what I'm saying? We appreciate you. You know what I'm saying? So So, having said all that, now I've got the niceties out of the way, and I'm gonna tell you I disagree with everything y'all say. Everything y'all say. Everything.
That's
No,
because Sergeant Nick's got his Isaac Bonds jersey on right now.
Hey, Sarge, I love
So-
that chair, Sarge.
no, I'm joking, fellas. I'm joking. So here we go, right? But to put things into perspective, I think that one thing that we have not had, that we have not seen thus far, is the second unit in its entirety because Nerlens is not present. Now, regardless of how you feel about, and I'm on record saying I need to see Nerlens Noel on the court sooner rather than later, but I need for him to be healthy when he comes on the court. I don't need a half Nerlens. I don't need a quarter Nerlens. I need for him to be 100% because what that does is that takes the pressure. It changes the dynamic of the court. So think about this. You got Derrick Rose, Quickly, Burks, Obi, and right now, Taj. Imagine what happens when you take Taj out and you put a rim protector in that equation.
Yes.
Imagine how that changes the game.
Big time.
That's a game changer. Don't get it twisted. That's a game changer. So where Quickly is having his, trying to figure out what's going on with the rule changes and the thing that he does to make it successful, that's not working this year. All that goes out of the picture. Why? Because you have a rim protector. You got Mitch on the front end saying, you ain't coming in here. And then when he goes out, you got Nerlens back in the up saying, you're not coming in here. So that gives Tibbs that much more latitude to be able to plug and play these guys as you have seen him starting to do now. So when you have imagine this, and I don't believe I'm saying this, when you have a Julius Randle and an Obi Toppin on the floor at the same time, I never thought I would see that. I in my mind, I cannot fathom a situation into where I would see these guys on the floor at the same time. But I've seen that in real life game time situations today.
Yeah.
And this just it solidifies when we talk about how effective and how important the dynamic of these guys are because they play for one another. There is no ego bigger than the other. So if you're healthy and you're on the court, you're going to contribute. If you got a hot hand, guess what? We're going to feed you, and that's what it's all about at the end of the day. At the end of the day, so having
Feed
said
me
all,
more.
feed me, Seymour. Feed me.
Yeah.
Listen,
Sarge, remember that? I was telling you that before the season. I wanted to see Randall and Obi together on the court. Remember I was talking about that months ago.
Yes. And I was sitting here racking my brain. I'm like, I don't see a situation ever to where I see Randall and Obi on the court at the same time. But guess what? It happened. We told him.
tried
Don't
it.
get too gassed up.
Yeah.
Danny Landis
we
also
did.
said he wanted to trade Obi for Kem Birch.
He said, what now?
I said, don't get too gassed up. He also said he wanted to trade Obi Toppin for Kem Birch.
Oh my God. Yo.
Hey, I'll say this. Oh, sorry. So I just want to put it out. But remember, last season we did try that once. We tried that for a cup of coffee. Tried it for a cup of coffee and a drag on a cigarette, and it just didn't work because Obi was just he wasn't ready.
Right.
And we were trying to figure things out. But now look where we're going. And that comes with the progression and the development of what we have in our organization. And
it's the improvement on defense from both parties. You got to look at it from the aspect of how Obi wasn't effective on defense last season up until, this point right now, you're starting to see the change up and how he's kind of ascending in that direction. So there's got to be something said to that as well,
So this is one thing that I want people to understand. I've watched Obi for a minute, and which is why I'm an Obi Toppin fan, right? Obi's game has not changed. What Obi has been able to do up until this point is he's been able to solidify those things that are the foundation of his game, if that makes sense. So when you talk about, and it's all about confidence as well, right? So if you shoot a three and it goes in, then you're more apt to shoot a three, back to back to back to back to back until you start missing. So to Soulfinger's point, what he talked about last year when we tried these things, he did not have that confidence, right? So think about this. Everybody that's watching and that will rewatch, think about how you feel when you wake up in the morning and you go to the office and you have this certain aspect of what's going to happen, right? And then when you get there, everything goes according to plan. That's a great day. But as soon as you walk in the door, as soon as you push them double doors open, you swipe your badge, you go into your cubicle or whatever the case may be, and you got this a-hole that's always been in your business every day, and he in your ear like, you have a bad day. Because not only, you can't focus on what you came to do, you got to focus on this over here, which is the same thing with Obi, right? Obi has figured out how to blank out all of the white noise, right? Take all that out of the equation. I came to do a job. This is my job. I'm going to do what my coach asks me to do. I'm going to support my teammates, and we're going to be better for it. And that's how you see Obi right now. That's exact. I'm telling you right now, the person, and I don't want to say this before because everybody knows I'm an Obi lover, but Obi going to have a good game tonight. I'm telling you right now.
I called it.
Super pause on that one, but I get what you're saying.
Yeah, I mean, it's gonna be I think right now, the way this team has been rolling, it's kind of hard to actually come out and say because before last season we knew who it was going to be.
Right.
Now it's
we don't know.
Yeah, now it's a surprise, and which is great. And then that goes back to this. It's because we have a team. It's not because we have superstars, but it's because we have a team. And any night somebody can get hot and then go unconscious. Look, Kimber's been the last couple of games. We started to seeing Cardiac come back. And also, I don't know if you saw what Heartstorm, if you follow Heartstorm Media, what he put out.
Yep.
Regarding IQ, because it messed me up at first. I'm thinking like, oh man, IQ got caught up in something, man. He got an assault charge. But go and watch it. I don't want to spoil it if you haven't seen it. But follow up on Heartstorm Media. Yep. It's funny.
Yep.
But the whole thing is we have a team. We have a big, we have a team. We have three lineups on this team.
We do.
What other team in the NBA?
What's amazing about that too? I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off. So,
no.
You want to know what's amazing about that too? It's not that we just have a team; it's we have a culture.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? We have an identity. We have an actual, identity and culture that we've established. Because that was the one thing that was missing, to a degree, especially in our successful season, like the 2012-2013 season. We had a great group of guys. We had a great cast. What was the culture? You know what I'm saying? It was sustainable for one season, and then that was it. This time we have something that we can sustain for a longer period of time. You know what I'm saying? And nobody's above the fray. Nobody's above the team. And you just gotta love the perspective right now. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. And the other thing is in time. It's just we're anxious because we're loving these wins. We want to see more. Give us more. Give me more. Feed me. It's like a newborn. Like a baby. When a baby wants more, they let you know. That's what we are right now. This whole culture. This culture is something else, man. Because like you said, I've never seen nothing like this when it came to the blue and orange during my time of being a fan. It's you had like one or two players you go to, or that one player, but man, bro, look at it. I mean, from the top down, and it's
we got to be the deepest team.
Yeah, definitely, and that's gonna pay dividends. Mm-hmm. For I really do love how, like I said, I look at the media and I'm petty about it. Maybe it's because it's my zodiac sign or whatever. I don't let go of stuff. I hold grudges.
That's what it is. That's exactly what it is.
Being that I'm a true Scorpio, man. I'm a Scorpio, so it is what it is. But I look at it. They said Chicago. We should be Chicago. Well, we hung an L on their neck. And before then, Philly. Oh, we hung. But then you have the backhand. Oh, well, they don't have Ben Simmons. Look, man, we don't have Nerlens Noel. So what? You next man up, right? That's what they always say. Next man up. So
That's
take
it.
your L, hang it nicely on your neck promptly, and carry on. That's all you got to do.
Hey
But
Sarge, before we go further, you want to know the reason that Soulfinger's taking a day off today?
Why?
Because the man's birthday is today. You can't work on your birthday. It is impossible to do those type of things. So
Really?
let's take the time
Happy
to
birthday.
wish Soulfinger a happy
Happy birthday.
birthday.
Hey, chat. I need for everybody to wish Soulfinger happy birthday. Go ahead.
Happy
Oh
birthday to
man.
Happy birthday. Happy birthday. You know what I'm saying?
Happy birthday, Soulfinger.
hey, appreciate it, fellas. Appreciate it.
Hey man.
Put your love up in the building.
Cheers.
Way down in the jungle deep.
A signified monkey, boy. Those times.
Hey, look, well, I'm just gonna say it like this. And the other reason I'm not counting out a score, well, because I already know
It's coming
since
soon.
on my birthday we always win. I'm telling you, the Knicks. I'm gonna tell you like this here. I love the 1st of November because of two things. One, I know the Knicks are gonna be playing. I'm gonna get a W, and Uncle Sugar always gonna pay us. I ain't never been broke a day in my life on November 1st. So, because Uncle Sugar was always paying me.
So Soulfinger, I'm gonna give you a personal tidbit right now that I generally don't share with the public. But you and my brother, my younger brother, were born on the same day. So the day is his birthday as well.
Oh, well, happy birthday to your brother. That's why you like.
Happy birthday to your bro.
Yeah, no doubt. Look, that's why we get along.
Yeah.
Wishing him a happy birthday and many more. Absolutely.
Appreciate it, fellas. Appreciate it.
Hey,
Enjoy your day, bro.
Hey, chat, make sure you give it up for Soulfinger. Let the brother know
Yes.
we enjoy him. Wish him a happy birthday, and we enjoy the thing that he brings to this content that we got
Yes.
going on right now. You know what I'm
Very
saying?
knowledgeable. Soulfinger, very knowledgeable, bro.
Well, I appreciate it. My other half probably look at your thing and say, I don't think so. The kids sometimes look at me sideways too. So
but there is somebody in the chat right now that I want to make sure I go ahead and get to him, and he goes by the name of his government name is Keith Gill, right? But we all know him as Free Keith. So salute to Free Keith.
Free Keith
in the building. You know what I'm saying? We doing what we do, and we get down like we get down. So I'm gonna tell you this right now, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages. You could be anywhere else in the world, but you're here with us this morning, and we appreciate you being here with us. I want you to go ahead and beat that like button up, because right now I'm seeing 83 people watching, and we only got 64 likes. And so for those 5 people that dislike what we got going on,
smash that button.
Hey, you know what?
Hey, you know what, Sarge? Not to cut you off. Those 5 thumbs down. Those a lot of the fans. They come from an organization we already put them on Thunder Cookies on.
Yeah. but this is where I am, Soulfinger. I'm here with this, right? So if you are bold enough to come in this building and put a dislike in the building, be bold enough to come on the panel and express why you have a dislike for what we got going on as far as next content. Let me see you face to face, and we can talk about it. You know what I'm saying? We can have a conversation. So if I don't want you to hide behind the little thumbs down. That's your prerogative to do what you want to do. But I'm just saying, if you want to really be heard, come on the panel. Come on the panel. Let us know who you are and what you dislike. You can't dislike the fact that your team sucks. That I can't do nothing about that. If you want to have a conversation, we can talk about that. That's all I'm saying. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, that's where it is. But I'm gonna get off that real quick. And I want to kind of and I know we getting we deep into this thing, right? We almost 3 hours into this thing, right? So I don't know how much time Freezy got going on, but before anything comes about, I want to make sure everyone understands also. You see a lot of different denotions in the chat where you got people with green. Their titles are in green, and then they got that little epaulet right behind their names. That means that they are members of the Blorange family. We have a membership drive going on right now. So if you are so inclined, go ahead and hit that join button. I'm telling you, there are different levels to this thing. Once you get in there and see what you got going on, you will come to understand what it is. But at the end of the day, what it means is that you are privy to other information that the public, the general public, not so much. We will get it out there. We will get it to you. But the fact, it's like going to a premiere showing of a movie that you see before everybody else. And you get to give your takes on whatever's going on. And nobody else knows what you're talking about because they haven't seen the movie. But guess what? when you got that type of access, you can go ahead and do what you need to do. Freezy, if you were in the background, could you put the link back out there so folks can get to the join link for membership? So having said all that, and I listened to everything that everybody had to say about Nerlens and what we got going on with this team. So this is my take. My take is this. It may have been misconstrued. I'm not going to say misconstrued. I lied, ladies and gentlemen. G-Man lied because G-Man underappreciated the fact of what Nerlens Noel brought to this team. So what I did is I downplayed the value of a Nerlens Noel. Now, having sat back and gone through 5 games and looking at what are the things that are different based on what we're doing this year than what we had going on last year, and how are we overcoming these obstacles. So one of the things that kind of stuck with me, and I thought about this yesterday. I don't know why yesterday was the day, but that was the day. We all know we have those days that excuse me.
Bless you.
Salute.
we all have those days that things happen, and then we'll sit back. We're sitting back and saying, "Why did it happen? And what could we have done different?" So, and when I say this, I want you to sit back and think about it for a minute, right? Think about. I'm not even talking about the starting 5. I'm talking about specifically the bench scores. Derrick Rose, IQ, Burks, Obi, and right now it's Taj. So Taj Gibson brings a whole different dynamic than a Nerlens Noel because Taj is not going to be a rim protector. Taj is going to go out there and give you however many minutes he can get you, but what we find is Taj gathers fouls relatively quickly because he is trying to do what a rim protector should be doing. If you had a Nerlens Noel in that spot, we would not have these problems. If you had a Nerlens Noel in that spot, we would not have, we should not have, I'm not going to say we would not, we should not have the issues that Quickly has trying to figure out his game based on these rule changes. And I'm basing his struggles on these rule changes. I don't know, and I'm giving him probably too much credit because if you had the 3 and you're wide open, there's no reason you should be missing that shot. You know what I'm saying? So I want Quickly to figure out what he has going on, but I truly believe that as the team goes, that they are more comfortable playing amongst one another. So when Rose, Quickly, Burks, Obi, and Nerlens are on the floor together, that's a whole different dynamic. That's a starting 5 for another basketball team in somebody else's franchise. I'm telling you right now, it is. I say all that to say this. Nerlens don't know what you got going on right now, brother. I know your agents watching this podcast. I know they do. Because I see it on national media. So I know y'all watching. So Nerlens, if you're injured, I need for you to get better, right? I need for you to go ahead and do what you need to do to nurse yourself back to health. But if you're hurt, brother, I'm gonna need for you to strap up and get out here and give us what you're getting paid to do. Because right now, I'm paying you a whole lot of money. I'm saying me. When I say me, it's a Knicks thing, right? It's a Knicks fan thing, right? We're paying you a whole bunch of money to sit at home and do what? Eating bonbons or whatever. I don't know what you're doing.
I don't sell bonbons no more.
I don't.
I think he's eating milk duds.
You can still get milk duds, Mary Jane.
Caps.
You can get them all that. You can get all that. I'm telling you, if you look hard enough, you can get them. I don't care if you eat peanut butter M&Ms. And M&Ms, I'm gonna need for you to go ahead and subscribe to the show and give us that sponsorship because I just shouted you out, right? So people are gonna go out right now and buy M&Ms. But I'm telling you right now, Nerlens, I'm gonna need for you to get off the couch, and come on back. So there's an opportune moment, and then there's a moment that you can impact what's going on with this team. And I'm telling you right now, let me look in the camera. America, here we go. Nerlens Noel, I need to see you on the basketball court when we play against the Milwaukee Bucks. I'm just saying. I don't care what you got to do. I don't care who you got to talk to. If you got to call Miss Cleo or whoever it is you got to talk to, I need for you to be on the basketball court when we play against the Milwaukee Bucks. That it is what it is. You know what I'm saying?
I got the cure all for him. Just get that man that rub some Vicks on his chest, put it on the bottom of his feet, put some socks on, and give him some BC powder and put him on the court.
That's it.
Hey, I'm with you. So, ladies and gentlemen, I know Freezy is a busy man, right? And I know he got to wrap this up. So, real quick, we're gonna go around the horn and get our takes on what we want to see tonight and what we think the outcome is going to be. So I'm going to start with my man, and I'm going to try it in my best Freezy voice real quick. My man, Danny Landis.
Oh, you sounded like Freezy. Wow. That was good. Very good, Sarge. Tonight, I want to see the Obi show tonight. I want to see the bench mob. Obi go in. I want to see if Nerlens Noel shows up tonight.
Yes.
He better be on the court somewhere on the bench.
Something. At least warming up.
On the bench.
Yeah, you good.
Behind the scoreboard.
Thank you.
Somewhere. And I want to see Quickly break out too.
No doubt.
All these guys that haven't producing, I want to see them come out tonight. That bench is going to rule tonight. I'm telling you.
Facts. I agree 100%. I'm with you.
What was your final score pick? 97 to 120.
123.
That's it. I'm going with that.
There we go. There it is. You got Danny's predictions. DSJ. Y'all call him DSJ. I call him the original Dwayne Wade. You know what I'm saying? That's my dude. That's my man, my mellow. Let me get your predictions on what you want to see tonight, and then what you think the game is going to turn out to be.
Honestly, I just want to see them fight hard. I think this is going to be one of those big tests for us because of the fact that we got to look at the defense that's going to be played against us. Mm-hmm. The Raptors is one of those sneaky, good defensive teams, and we can't take them lightly. So with that in mind, I expect a hard-fought game, but I do expect that we have the firepower to overcome what they bring to the table, and I just want that to be, you know what I'm saying, something that comes about. I don't have any score predictions, but I will say this. I know what Long Island Sound one wants, and that's for Soulfinger to start dropping merchandise with his quotes on a T-shirt or something like that.
Yeah, that'd be nice.
The gift that keeps on giving.
There you go. There it is. There it is. I appreciate you, my brother.
Dawn's prediction, Pain tonight. That's my prediction. Pain,
yeah, absolutely. So I'm gonna go to my man, the one, the only, Ron. Still Knicks fans, if you guys have not subscribed to that channel, please do so. Support that brother because he's bringing big takes all day, every day.
Appreciate you, man. Appreciate you. Yeah, I think tonight is one of those nights where I need the Knicks to play 4 quarters of basketball. That's what I want them to kind of get back to that whole mentality. You know, last year it took us a little bit. I know it was new under the tip system. It took us a little while to kind of get acclimated to playing 4 quarters of solid NBA tips type style basketball. But eventually we got to a point where even when we didn't have 4 solid quarters, we played good basketball in the most important quarters, the third and the fourth quarters. And I thought that that was going to be the case this year. We've seen the Knicks come out. One thing we could say about this Knicks team early, the third quarter is usually our quarter. That's when we usually, you know, if we're losing, we get back into it. If we're winning, we extend the leads and stuff. But we need to get back into, you know what, 5 minutes left in the game. The game is ours. We got it in hand. We shut things down and play smart basketball. Don't play the you know, avoid losing, you know, continue to run your offense. Don't hold the ball and try to eat up clock. No, play your offense. And if that requires you to eat up the clock, fine. But don't do things not to lose. Play to win and keep executing the right way. And Julius, I want Julius to go off tonight. I want Julius to get back into Julius type style basketball because the past 2 games have not been good for him and his attitude, his mentality. He looks like he's pouting out there on the court. He's not getting the calls. His game is not going the right way. And that's kind of the same thing we saw when he was in the playoffs against Atlanta. It was just magnified because of the stage. So I need him to get back into his. If Julius gets back into his game, and continues to be unselfish, then we win tonight and we win comfortably. That's how I feel about it. So let's go Knicks.
Yes.
Perfect. I love it. I love it. Soulfinger, you up, my brother?
Birthday
right.
boy, hit it.
All right, all right. Hey, first of all, I want to say, hey, thanks again, fellas, panel and chat for the birthday shout out and everything. Appreciate it. Hey, love y'all for that, man. It means a lot. Second, I'm gonna predict a win. I'm not gonna predict the score. It's not that I'm scared of the score because I know we'll be triple digits. It's just that it's gonna be a little closer to what we may want or see. May want to see, excuse me. We're playing a sneak, like DSJ said, a sneaky good defensive team.
Mm-hmm.
That's going to be one of the things we got to deal with. What I want to see is defense, focus, free throws. In that order. Defense, 4 quarters of defense, 4 quarters of focus, and 4 quarters of free throws. Because with focus goes your free throws. You know, I don't need you on the free throw line like that Dave Chappelle skit talking about ham and cheese sandwich. You know, Jill Scott, Queen Latifah, MC Light. No, I don't need you. I need you to be focused on hitting them free throws, bro. What we got to do is keep that same intensity. And also, I want to see Julius come back. I need to see the Manhattan Mauler. We need the Manhattan Mauler to come back. It's a beautiful thing that we don't need. He can be MIA, so because really, he's doing his thing, and don't kill me for what. Listen to how I'm saying it, not what I'm saying. The reason I'm saying it this way is he's been MIA because of the way he's played and how he previously plays, but we're still winning, which it says a lot to the culture and how this group plays. But I want to see Julius go in there and beat his chest like King Kong and drop. And drop drop boulders on their heads, man. We need to really just go in there and choke these cats out real quick. Don't give them a second chance. Don't give, and that goes back to my thing. Focus. I'm really big on that because that's something I believe I'm seeing that is we slipping on a weakness for us right as of now. Let's get this W. Let's see good team play, and the other thing I want to see the bench. I want to see the bench run them off the court. Let's get that bench mob back. That's all I want to see for tonight.
So one thing about being on a panel full of intelligent individuals is, you know, once you guys stop talking, you know, I have to go in my bag and dig real deep to figure out what I'm gonna say next. Just to be relevant. because I mean, you guys all brought about spectacular points on what your expectations are for the game coming on tonight, and how you feel about this Knicks organization, right? I would say this first and foremost, ladies and gentlemen. If you have not figured out just now how to become a member of the Blorange Network, Freezy would definitely get the information back out to you. I think that as we, like our Knicks, are growing, this network is growing as well, and we do what we do, right? So I'm gonna tell you this, guys. First of all, let me start here. Let me start with the score of the game, tonight's game. 97, which Danny and I agreed upon. It was like that thing that you go through where we bidding on the same painting, and we got to reach a settlement, right? So 97 is what the Raptors will get. The Knicks will have. I'm gonna go 1 point up, Danny. I'm gonna go 124. 124 to 97 will be the final score. And some of one of the things that I've heard tonight. We talked about bench scoring, right? So when you look at the New York Knicks bench right now, because Tibbs is choosing to test things in different lineups and whatnot, the lineup that we're used to is not what we see. When you see a Julius Randle and an Obi Toppin on the floor at the same time, that's not normal, right? When you see a Kimber Walker and Emmanuel quickly on the floor at the same time,
Free Keith.
Normal.
They get it.
Say again?
We got Free Keith on the court too. You see him? There he is.
Yeah. So all that is one of those things that is things that we're not used to seeing. I say all that to say this. I believe as we progress, by the time we get to 20 games in the NBA, the Knicks will have figured themselves out. We will know who we have and what we have going on moving forward. Right now, we are still in the development stage. And my guy, my dude, my man, my mellow. So, ladies and gentlemen, I'm about to cut my whole soliloquy short.
Nah, don't do that. Don't do that.
I'm gonna have to do that because when you come in the building, because I was about to pop off because I got probably about another 25 minutes before I got to go to work. The things that pay the bills, you know what I'm saying? But I want to give you an opportunity, to give your takes on, and the conversation is here. What do you think about tonight's game?
Score.
And then what do you feel like from a prediction standpoint? You don't have to give a score, but just tell me how you feel about what you plan to see tonight when we go up against the Raptors.
I see that Randall is kind of trying to work his place out while allowing other cats to eat, which I like. And so I'm looking forward to see that settle out a little bit more.
Mm-hmm.
I really feel like we're dealing with an unselfish team, and it's critical. It's critical how they work out, how they'll all kind of work together best for the team. And I like what Randall is doing. I think at portions, he kind of he might be falling back a little bit, in areas where he should be kind of more aggressive sometimes, I think. But as long as the a whole half of basketball with nothing but ISO Randall, as long as we're not getting that, I'm great. I feel like this is going to be one of those games that they might be able to show a little bit more of a dynamic of Randall being able to get off while still allowing other cats to eat. And once we get there, I think we're really in the races. But tonight, I think we're going to get the victory. I always think we're going to get the victory. So you never hearing the L from me.
Right.
But I honestly do think we're going to get the victory, and I'm looking at a 12 to 15 point spread on that.
Okay. So let me ask you this, Keith. Let me ask you what do you?
I don't foresee a tight ending.
Okay. All right. So let me ask you this. Let me ask you, what do you perceive to be a success from a bench scoring standpoint?
Honestly, I think our bench will handle theirs. My whole thing about this season and the dynamic that the team has is different, I think, than other guys. Like the depth to me is the main. The depth and tips are the main weapons that we have in this season strategy. And like, to me, the longer that we keep another team's main guys having to stay in, the better it is for us down the stretch at the end. Right. So we saw that with Philly.
Yep.
They couldn't take and beat out the game.
That's right.
And what we got, you know what I'm saying? It's Taj, it's Sims. It's like we got bodies, quality bodies to throw at you. Your main guy, because you don't have as much depth, your main guy has to play longer than they're normally accustomed to. And that might be fine. It's cool up until a half. It's cool into the third quarter. But that fourth quarter, when you need the legs, you at the bottom of your cup. That's and right. You can't even sub out for 5 minutes to catch your breath.
That's right.
That's where we winning, and our guys are still coming back fresh. It's very hard to beat that. It's very hard to out-talent that, and that's why it's only, I think, a couple teams at this stage of the game. It's only a couple to a few teams in the league that I really think are problems for us. New Orleans is not one of them. No. We are definitely washing them. They're going home, having had the pleasure of being beaten by the great honor of being beaten by the new look Knicks. So they shouldn't take that as a slight. They shouldn't take that as a slight. They're part of history right now.
We beat them already. We beat them last night. So now we're moving on to the Raptors. I'm
sorry, the Raptors. My fault. The Raptors. It don't matter. It don't matter. Insert team here. It don't matter. Yeah. It don't matter.
I just want to.
Hey, Keith, you know what I keep hearing? I keep hearing Amari. The Knicks are back. I keep hearing that when he said that. The Knicks are back.
Who said that?
Stoudemire when he signed. Remember, he said the Knicks are back.
And who gonna call a stat a liar?
Well, he's telling the truth.
You know what I'm saying? That Hebrew speech preaching the gospel.
Yeah. I just want to throw this here out there, fellas. I always said we kind of followed a blueprint of what San Antonio had. We took some elements, but I like to look at it like this: the way this team and this organization being constructed, this is a new blueprint. This is how to. This is the how to do it the right way.
We watching something that hasn't been done before, and I love it. We are building while we are arguing and discussing our takes, they are building a complete team that's not dependent on one or two cats to get it done, and cats just love that.
Facts. I love that.
Randall has had the worst scoring games of maybe even the last couple seasons over these last few games. And what? Not a problem. We still pulling it out, Randall. Don't worry about it. Get yourself together. We good.
But it's also that's what I want. It's a beautiful thing to have all these options, man. So it's like we got an arsenal. That's what I'm looking at, man. It's an arsenal what we have. Because you already know that Randall's like your big gun. Okay.
If
you decide to, if your big gun is misfiring, guess what? You got all the other weapons. All these other weapons, the AT&T another team all day. You know what I mean by AT&T? Reach out and touch somebody.
That's a good one.
So I gotta run real quick. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cut y'all off. I gotta run. Just wanted to,
take it easy, buddy.
Yeah, just want to show my love and appreciation for you guys. I love y'all like cook food. I love the panel in the chat like cook food. Free Keith, if I was you, I'd be watching your back because GI is on the verge of trying to do a deal with Sergeant Nick to be co-host of the pod couple. I don't know what's going on.
Look at what they gotta do. Look at what they gotta do. They gotta resort to being LeBron to get over the Celtics. Let's do it. I love it. Y'all go ahead and team up. Form y'all super teams. It's nothing. Me and G.I. got this. And we not getting traded. And we not getting traded to the Nets.
That's what I'm saying. Sergeant Nick's trying to recruit GI
No
on the
Nets.
low.
No
You better
way.
watch.
Wow.
Hey, hey, hey,
Don't
hey,
worry,
hey,
don't worry.
hey, you know
That slime ain't gonna work.
you know who Sergeant Nix is Red. Remember Red from the Five Heartbeats? How he was trying to recruit that's Sergeant Nix. He being Red.
I love your showmanship, fellas.
No, I swear,
Call that man Frank Lucas.
look,
Telling on everybody.
Mhm.
on fire, on fire, on fire. Hey, but on a real, I believe in everything that you guys have talked about today, because at the end of the day, we don't know, or we think we know, but there's nothing solidified in what's going to take place tonight. I have to believe in my heart of hearts that through the pain, through the fire, through the things that the Knicks have gone through thus far, they learn from each evolution of each game, right? So starting from that loss that we took against Orlando at home, that perpetuated us to a whole different level that no one else is ready for right now. Even though our second squad is not where we want it to be or where I want it to be, let's be honest, because I have an idea on what that second squad looks like, and it's not quite there yet. But when we talk about those
Oh,
my man, my mellow, my guy, Jay Boogie in the building.
Boogie with the hoodie is in his house.
Look,
That's hard.
I'm about to cut this whole soliloquy off and say, hey, pay homage. Hey, welcome to the Boogie. And hey,
Yeah, let Boogie breathe, yo. Let Boogie breathe.
hold
Free Boogie.
Hold up, Keith. This is why we can't be in the same building at the same time. Listen, Boogie, when you get off this off the show, right? I'm gonna need for you to box that up and send it to me. I'm gonna send you
that hoodie is hard. That hoodie is hard.
That hoodie is death. Hey, ladies and gentlemen, this man needs no introduction. He's a man, the myth, the legend, the voice, the closer, no other than the one and the only Jay Boogie.
There you go.
Salute, man.
Boogie in the building.
Good morning on this Monday, man. Best day of the week. Get your week started, get motivated, get strive, you know what I'm saying? Get to another paycheck. That's what it's about, man. Coming off a weekend, coming off family, you know what I'm saying? Coming off victories, coming off and you know what I'm saying, more podcasting, coming off some more topics, more debates, you know what I'm saying? We here this Monday morning doing what we gotta do, you know what I'm saying? I got my Anita Baker playing all day long, you know what I'm saying? Because I feel like caught up in the rapture of love.
Yes,
you know what
sir.
I'm saying? So that's what's happening tonight, man. I got something for them Toronto Raptors tonight, you know what I'm saying? I got some Anita Baker going on, man. How y'all men doing, man?
Good.
Can't complain.
Good. You know, it's always a lovely day. We can open your eyes. I tell you that. And see,
Yes.
I'm in my Mob Deep bag right now. I'm looking at shook ones.
Oh man.
Hey, I'm gonna tell you what, Boogie. I'm gonna tell you what's going on right now. There ain't nobody talking about it. And I know this is not a Giants channel, but I'm telling you, Kansas City about to get an L tonight, bro. It's coming. I got that kind of confidence tonight. It's coming. It's just something. It's something in the environment right now that's going on right
Something in the air tonight.
It's something in the air. Look, Phil Collins.
Can you feel
Yeah.
Coming
in the
air. Come on. Look.
Oh Lord.
Everybody love that drum. Boom, 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 boom. Come on now. That's how we doing.
Yo, let them know.
What you talking about? I love what you talking about. But I'm on that bus for anything to happen to get Dave Gettleman up out of there. That's where I'm at. I want Louis Riddick. Louis Riddick is gonna come through and be our Leon Rose, what he is to the Knicks, to the New York Giants. That's what I want, man.
I'm with that.
Give me more L's. We ain't going to the playoffs. We ain't winning the division. We ain't winning the conference. Give me top picks, man. Remember, we got Chicago pick. That's where I'm at. I want to still play good, but I need that future, man.
Hey, Boogie, you know who the answer is to the Giants? The guy right above you is the answer to fix that team. Right above you.
What? You talking about Sergeant Nick?
He would fix that team like you won't believe.
ASAP, man. What that man? One thing about that. What would he do with $120 million?
Man, stop playing with me right now. Stop playing.
What's your first step?
The first step is getting Gettleman and all his cronies out of the building. That's number one.
I'll pick them up. and I'll drive them to the airport.
They got to go. The second step is to bring people that are I guess, entrenched in New York Giants, the organization. You know what I'm saying? So the first thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to make Eli Manning the president of football operations. That's the first first thing I'm going to do.
Yes.
That's the first thing I'm going to do.
Yes.
Number one, I'm going to hire Louis Riddick because G-Man, I mean, I'm a fan, but I don't know football like that. So I'm going to hire somebody that's a football mind, play the game, understand what's going on. And then I want to go out and find that dude that we're not even talking about right now because he's not known. That scout that's out there to be able to go out there and pick that talent out of these places that we ain't got to wait for the Columbine to say, I want this guy. I already know what Jay Boogie's about, right? Mm-hmm. I've seen him. I've tracked him. So before you even get, I'm telling Boogie right now, I'm calling you on the phone. Boogie, check this out. If you want to go to the Columbine to get your marketing gear up.
You mean the Combine, right?
Combine, yeah. Combine.
Yeah. We don't want to say Columbine. Sorry out there.
You're right. The Combine.
You were stationed out there in Colorado once you saw it.
No, not even almost. Boogie, if you want to go to the Combine and get your marketing gear up, you get your advertisement up, you get your merchandising up, that's on you. But I'm telling you right now, we're picking you at the spot that we're picking you at, and you ain't got to worry about that. That's the conversations we need to have, right? Because I'm telling you right now, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, for my New York Giants, we need to follow the same blueprint that the Knicks have used. When these guys start playing together, we can't be beat. So when we went in 2007, nobody expected us to go in the area and beat.
Cats need to stop acting like they respect how the Knicks is doing stuff. Like, come on, man. Like the Knicks, Tom Thibodeau literally took trash and turned it. Like Randall is literally the only engine last year. Like that's really what you want for the Giants. You want one or two good guys, and the rest of them, like because of the coach is playing above average or this, that, and the other. Like that's, I don't know if you really want that same run.
So this
luck is involved in that run.
This is what I want. This is what I want. First and foremost, I need for people to understand what is real, right? Right now, what we have is a whole bunch of fill-ins. There's a whole bunch of people that can get in here and fill this position or fill that position based on injuries, based on free agency, and all this other crap. I want us to establish a culture. Right now, the Giants don't have a culture. Because if you remember back, the championships I'm talking about, that was the culture established. And what was it? The Giants were viewed as a blue-collar football team. We didn't have a whole bunch of superstars. There weren't a whole bunch of people that's going out there getting 1,000-yard games and this, that, and other. These guys play for one another. And we need to get back to that. The same thing that the Knicks are getting back to right now, the Giants need to do the same thing. That's all I'm saying. I'm sorry, Brigade. I didn't mean to upset your entry, brother. Go ahead and do your thing.
Listen. I ain't got nothing to say, man. Nothing to say, man. Everything is beautiful. Y'all guys is doing y'all know what's happening. Y'all speaking upon it. You know what I'm saying? I can just come in and just say good morning, hello, and keep listening, man.
Yeah, Boogie, what's your prediction tonight, Boogie?
Huh?
What's your prediction tonight?
Tonight's prediction:
Knicks and Raptors.
109-97, man. 12-point dub.
See, yeah, he with me.
Yo.
Hey, but all playing aside, right? All playing aside, as soon as you turn your camera off, I'm gonna need you to take that hoodie off. I need that hoodie. Boogie.
You sounding real
Red.
crazy.
Come on now, Red.
Listen, I need I don't care what y'all think. I need that hoodie, bro. I need that to be up in the cave. Come on,
that hoodie is fire.
That hoodie is. I ain't gonna lie, it's
nice,
tight.
very nice.
Look, I ain't even gonna wear it. I'm not even gonna wear it. So I'm about to put that thing in a frame, and right there where you see the A and the 10, that is the guide on to the first company that was the first art in. I will replace that with the hoodie that Jay Boogie got on.
Oh,
And look, I'm gonna tell you now.
Oh, look at that. He got it on me.
Oh,
I'm gonna tell you
Boogie
now. I'm
with the
gonna wear
hoodie.
that hoodie all over Dago. I walk around like, hey man, I love walking around in my Knicks gear out there on the west
But
side.
you on fire today, boy. You on fire today. You got Knicks hoodies. You got Giants hoodies. Boy, look. Oh, I don't even know what to say.
It's hoodie season, man. It's that time of year,
Hoodie
man.
season.
It's hoodie season, man. We hunt for heads, man.
Guys,
Like, just like my man, I was watching them last night. You heard? I was watching Minister Society. My favorite part is when they're in the classroom.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Just talking a 3-on-3. Ain't number 3 of them. And he told them straight up like that.
That's right.
The hunt is on.
That's right. That's right. That's
And
right.
the league is the prayer.
That's right. Boy, look.
It's the league right now.
Look. If y'all ain't watched Minister Society, you better go get it. Google it. If you don't know where to find it, Google it. I'm telling you right now. I'm telling you.
I remember that's years ago. When did that come out?
Boy.
It was like 90?
It was 93.
93.
Wow.
94. Yeah.
93, 94, yeah.
I remember I just came back from Desert Storm. I went to Korea.
That was like the same time as Juice, right?
Yeah. Everything came out around the same time.
I remember that. I saw it in 20.
That was after
I saw it
Juice.
on base in 29 Palms. So I'll never forget that.
Yeah.
oh man, 29
Total
pounds.
ledge.
Wow.
It is. It is what it is.
Oh,
Hey.
you know about that run?
Yeah, man. I'm 44, so I seen a couple things.
Yeah, hey, look, man. If anybody knows about 29 Palms, the best thing about 29 is seeing it in your rearview mirror.
hey, but fellas, check this out, man. I got to go do this thing that pays the bills. I see.
Oh wait, G-Man.
Yes, sir.
Let me get out of here. You do your thing, brother. Have a good day, y'all. But just want to give a quick shout out. I see that there's a new member to the Blorange Tiers, Our Future Media. I know y'all know Our Future. Salute.
Yep. Facts.
Salute to you. Salute to you.
All right, y'all. Y'all have a great day. J Boogie, Soulfinger, Danny Landis, G-Man, and Free Keys, and also Uncle Freezy for 3. We out here.
No doubt. Hey, so as Ron so eloquently put it out there, Our Future Media, welcome to the family, my brother. You know what I'm saying? We love to have you. Freezy, I need to see your face first and foremost. That's number one. So you know the rule. I can't talk to you when I can't see you. That's number one. So, ladies and gentlemen, we all feel like the Knicks are going to get this dub tonight for sure. We'll be watching intently. I'm gonna have to watch it on NBA League Pass because we don't get games like that down here in the deep South in Florida. You're right. So I have to get it in where I can get it in. But I feel like the things that we discussed here today are relevant. I feel like they will take us to the next level of what we got going on. But the most important thing that I want everybody to take away from what the conversation that we have in this morning, for those that are watching, for those that will rewatch, you people that are in the circle of one Mr. Nerlens Noel, I'm gonna need you to go ahead and get on your stick, brother. I need
Noel, Mr. Broken Fingernail.
I need you. And it has not been one of those things that I'm saying that, it could have been misconstrued as to where we disvalued what you bring to the team. But guess what? Now I understand. I get it, brother. So whatever it is you need to do, I'm going to need for you to get back on this team ASAP. I'm going to need you to shore up the second unit so we can go in and do what we need to do and let them guys on their first unit do what they need to do at the end of the day. At the end of the day, that's what it's all about. It's all about family. And we have shown that we have no animosity between one another. I don't care if Boogie scores the most points. I don't care if Soulfinger scores the most points. I don't care if Danny Landis gets a triple-double. I don't care if Uncle Freezy is out there flossing people on a day-to-day basis, and G-Man is in the background just doing whatever it is that he does.
Throwing touchdown, but touchdown from touchdown. That's it.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. At the end of the day, it's about that dub, right? But even though we get the W, I want to look back into the situation and feel like who contributed and what was successful, so we can take that and move it to the next phase of the operation at the end of the day. So guys, I told you I would update you when I got a message from my my nemesis, right?
Your co-host.
Yeah. So he just said everything went well. He should be home by 3 this afternoon. So that's great news for me.
G-Man, tell him Danny Landis sends his best.
Will do. I'm gonna hit him up.
Please.
I will hit him up as soon as I get off and let him know that there's nothing but love from the family. You know what I'm saying? I would definitely let him know that for sure. But for those of you that don't know, my co-host, he got about 15,000 names. Cornstone Kev,
Star Child.
Man. So here we go.
Mr. Geico.
Mr. Knuckles.
Geico.
This is what I'm saying.
Ashy Knuckles.
Listen, how are you supposed to be recovering and you in the chat? How are you supposed to be recovering and you in the chat?
That's called dedication.
He got his own person typing for him in the chat while he looking at the phone. Somebody typing for him.
That is crazy, boy. I swear to God. Boy, look. I'm gonna go ahead and put it in here for him because he asked for it. I'm gonna send him the text that he sent me.
Hey, G-Man, I gotta run. I gotta run, man. I gotta get out of here.
All right, bro. I figured you would. Hey, guys. Thank you for coming by. You could be anywhere else in the world, but you're with us today, and we appreciate you, Uncle Freezy. Are you doing the watch along tonight? Freezy.
Freezy, where you at?
Where you at, Freezy?
Wake up.
Okay, so I don't know where Freezy is right now, but I would tell you guys to watch out tonight to see if there is a watch along going on, right?
That's for sure, right on.
So, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, thank you for coming out. We'll see you tonight. And
Boogie, peace. Sergeant, thank you so much. God bless all of you.
Thank you guys for being here.
Bless you, brothers. Talk to you soon.
Peace.
Hey,
tonight.
Take care, everybody. Thank you again for them birthday wishes. Let's get this
Happy birthday again. Enjoy. Right. See you later, Sarge.
All right, brother.